the river. I'll just open it. I never said that I think Cyberpunk is bad. I think the shooting might be not good.
Yeah, there are definitely bad things about it. Nag-echo ako hardcore, Giselle.
Oh, sorry. I'll get. You filibuster. I'll get. No headphones.
Okay. Hello, guys. Welcome to Gaming Gamers, the only podcast that matters. As if you know us. Yeah. It's hosted by me, Giselle, and River. So we're going to be talking about a lot. Kasi bumali pala ng Xbox. Yung mga hype na to, these PC gamers buying consoles. It makes me sick. You know, man. Like, I never was a multi-console guy. Like, I only started with one console, and that was the PS1. It's PS1, PS2, PS3, PS4. And hopefully by next year, kung solid na yung pera, I can buy a PS5. Anyway, ako pala si Andren Bernardo, yes. Comedian ng Comedy Manila. Yeah. A decent one.
No.
Joining me is Giselle.
Better.
Yeah, much better. Hell yeah, dude.
Okay.
And yeah, we're going to be talking about games and our weekends. So we didn't see each other for a week. That's
Just
yeah, we're going to
Because
talk about
that's
it
pretty
now.
much what the podcast is. It's games, the weekend, and then some random thing that we shove in there.
Yeah. What anime did you watch?
What anime? What are your thoughts about your Japanese occupation?
Jesus. How was your weekend, Giselle?
My weekend, what was my weekend? I don't remember anymore. I think yung weekend ko really was just parang, when is my Xbox arriving? I want my Xbox na. I was so sad that I want my Xbox. And then, yeah,
Yeah,
today it arrived.
I made a joke about it. Like yung kunwari sa Shopee or Lazada, like it ruins your day if you see it take to be delivered. It really ruins your day kasi you don't know what specified time. So it's in the back of your head all the time. Like kahit may ginagawa kang importante, like, oh, anak, kain na tayo. Wait.
Has it happened to you na you're out, tapos biglang tatawag yung Shopee guys, like, sir, nandito ako? It happened to me.
Oh, yeah. Pero pinapabantay ko naman sa kapatid ko eh. Like, ako kunwari tumawag sa akin, tapos natawagin, Boy, Celine, kunin mo yung
Uh,
alcohol ko.
get my hooch.
Yeah. Yeah, how
Uh,
are you liking the Xbox, dude?
I just started today. I love yung controller.
Yes. How does
Feels,
controller feel? Yan yung parang gusto kong unang malaman.
it feels that it's got parang it's matte sa underside. It feels
Yeah.
amazing. It feels like of course kasi kinopya nila from the Dreamcast, so I'm very happy about that. It's nice. Oh, the sticks, they have like nice grips na parang like really it's good. It feels like, of course it's the Xbox, so maganda siya for shooters and shit. But like I'm loving it. Ang ganda nung design, and like um I just paid $15 for yung Game Pass subscription, right?
Yeah.
And then it's like more than 100 games. Look, it's always a value to me buying like a console because I skipped out on a generation. So the fact that I could play out
Mm.
your PS3, Xbox 360 generation, that's a big deal. It's like, oh, there's like yung Gears of War, like whatever I missed out on. It's like, okay, that's it's like two generations I'm catching up on. So like $15 for like that amount of games. It's like,
Like I
uh,
saw a streamer playing like Burnout 3 on that thing. And like yung parang may backwards compatibility siya kasi diba? So it still looks good. That game still looks great.
yeah, I mean, I'm looking at games na parang ano. I was playing Halo kanina kasi I downloaded
Ah,
yung Halo
free yung
Max.
multiplayer, diba?
Multiplayer, I have yung Infinite, and then I also have yung Halo Master Chief Collection, and
Yeah.
it's running well. And like I don't know, you can beat yung value. You have Dragon Quest on this, pero hindi definitive edition. So it's like that's not as good because definitive edition has your voices, right? So like you got
It's not as good
Octopath
as the
Traveler.
Nintendo one where
Yeah,
you can fucking switch from 2D to
yeah.
3D. That's
I
sick,
mean,
dude.
yeah. So that's why I might buy that there. But like you have Control. You have Dishonored. Oh, it's just it's just parang I feel finally I feel like I can die now.
Not
But it's
yet,
like
Giselle. We still have 20 episodes to get through
there's
before our
still
contract runs out.
Cyberpunk is still not fixed. So like after that,
It's still not, believe me, there's a lot of glitches. Uh,
I mean I don't like I I was like looking at some dudes, um, worst games of the year list, right?
mhm,
And they're like, and no game looks bad, like
mhm,
graphic wise. Like
mhm.
wow, if this is a fucking one of the worst games of the year, it's probably like the was just the 90s. It's probably the best game every year for like a 10 year period because I'm better than graphics.
Yeah, yeah. Like graphics is like the least important. Like I think frame rate is it gets more like as graphics grow, like more graphicy, like the
Yeah,
frame rate drops. Because I've been looking at like what was that game? Twisted Metal Black. Someone was playing it, and dude, ang ganda ng frame rate. Kasi hindi
yeah.
ganun ka-high.
Oh,
Like
60
PS2
FPS
game,
that.
yeah, dude, like almost all PS games run fucking well. Yeah. Because
I just kind
Cyberpunk,
of I just
yeah, go.
can't stand yung PS2 strobe effect. It sickens me now. You make trails to make it look,
Yeah,
in
yeah,
every
like
game
GTA
has
did
that.
that. Yeah,
Yeah, and I was
yeah.
like,
Need
just
for Speed
does it look
Underground.
good to HD? Because it's
Um, I think that's what fucked up the remasters GTA kasi
yeah,
dati they put in fog kasi wala daw draw distance.
yeah,
This is what I'm hearing lang. Since hindi na yung problem, like parang
weird.
it looked weird though. It looked, oh, it's
It
just,
it looks smaller. It looks like a toy though.
yeah, it looks like a bunch of toys
Yeah,
running into each other. Yeah.
you need yung like I think before games were like meant to look smushed,
Hmm.
and now that we're like at that clear level, I'm gonna download San Andreas to Game Pass because it's free. So it's like I'm gonna
And I'm
check
out of
it
the. Pero remember, like those games. I was just remembering it. Like those games, even before nung sa PS2 pa lang, medyo janky na sila eh. Like
Oh, they
you
were nice.
remember sa when you played a Vice City, and then when you get into a car, like there are 10 cars. Parehas. So, like,
They
they
are
did
not.
that. Yeah,
They do not feel great
they don't.
sometimes.
They
Yung
don't.
shooting, but like how many good open world games are there na
Perfect lahat, no?
hindi GTA?
Yeah.
I think part of GTA is yung charm of yung vibe. Eh.
Yeah, it's like first of its kind in a way now. My racing, my third person shooting, my base building.
It's
Like, yeah,
nostalgia,
that's
and that's it. Just admit it. And we just want our lives to go back to your time that GTA was the bomb. Like
dude, fuck, dude. Like, I remember my first time playing San Andreas, and it blew. Hindi San Andreas, Vice City, kasi that's
Vice
like,
City
damn,
was
that blew
amazing.
my mind, pare. Oh my God, tumutugtog yung fucking wanna be starting something ni Michael Jackson. Damn, dude,
I discovered so much good. Oh, one of Michael Jackson songs since new Vice City, which was okay sa akin. Like it's not a deal breaker for me, but they have the other stuff. But like, I don't know.
hindi
I'm
ko
gonna
nga alam
try
kung
it.
hindi ko nga alam kung sinadya ng game to. Like, kasi one of the first vehicles you get there is this like stupid scooter, yung Jologs the scooter. And as I was riding it, like Slayer's Raining Blood, yung unang tumugtog sa radyo. I think, like, oh, it's fun. I
It's
love that.
weird to me na no. The games are the highest profiting entertainment thing ever now, diba?
Yeah,
And they
yeah.
have such fucking problems with music licenses. Are you insane? May movies that could buy Blitzkrieg Pop that aren't like doing well. Like, can't you
Pero
just?
what do you think? What do you think, Giselle? Is it Rockstar's fault, or is it the artist's fault for asking too much money? Like I said, there's that thing in wrestling then, and Daniel Bryan couldn't get his old theme song because they were asking for too much money. Like,
I
I wonder whose
understand
fault.
it's okay.
Yeah,
It's a wrestler. He's not
yeah.
like a huge. He's not making billions. It's a
Oh,
rock star. I don't
Rockstar,
think.
yeah.
I don't think it's
The
about.
biggest game
I
company.
know. But I don't even think na yung I could live without some songs. It doesn't destroy
Mhm.
it. For me,
Yeah.
that's it. Basta like, you got like, kunyari sa new Tony Hawk, you got 80%, 75%. I'll give it to you, fine, ganun.
Yeah.
Pero, if yung problem mo sa rocks, sa new one is like, it's broken. So parang like, well, I don't want to play. I don't
Oh,
want to play something that's worse than the original version.
wait. I've heard Gisela again. This is from
Ah,
a source lang sa podcast na pinapakinggan ko. Like, there are actually songs there na akala na that wouldn't be included that are still there. Kasi yung original code niya, what like yung original code, let them play the old songs. I don't know. Yeah, like that's
they have such huge problems because they rushed it.
they
It's
super
it's
did. Yeah.
actually it's actually helping cyberpunk. It's so bad. I
Dude,
think
I
people
think
are like, cyberpunk's a new game. It's
yeah,
compared to
I
this.
think Cyberpunk is like this generation's GTA 3, in which let me expound lang muna. Okay, this week I played Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk. So I got it for 700 pesos. So
Sweet.
why not play
Physical?
the physical
What?
copy?
Oh, kasi
Dang.
it's an indie game, right? Kaya 700.
It's a massive indie game by this
An
company
indie
called
darling.
CD Project Red. Yeah, they made this one indie hit then called The Witcher 3. I
Never
don't know
heard
if
of
you
it. What's
guys.
that?
Oh, it's a 2D platformer lang.
Oh,
Pero
is it
it's
yung
it's pretty good.
take an arrow to the
Yeah, I got it for 700 because it was on sale, and I plugged it in, uh, downloaded a 50 gig patch.
Wow.
It's not. Oh, I see it. It's pretty bad. It's not the worst. So yeah.
Yeah, it's not, and I started it up, and I am liking the story. Say it starts you get to play, uh, parang a corporate stooge, a nomad, or a street kid, a street thug at the start. So I chose nomad because it had this sick fucking cyberpunky na sasakyan. I thought nga it would like based on what you would pick, mas kunwari, if you pick the street kid, mas magaling kang bumarel. Nomad, mas magaling kang mag-drive. Like yung corporate stooge, magaling kang mag-hack. Pero
You're
it's
better at
still
evading taxes.
but it still leads to this one path rin though. And dude, the menus in this game, like I'm a huge fan of RPGs. Dude, sobrang dense yung fucking menu na to. It's like it's way more denser than any RPG I've ever played. Like sobrang dami mong pwedeng gawin. Like you can mod your maliban sa skill tree, meron din putang inang yung pwede mong i-mod yung iba't ibang parts ng katawan mo. You can mod
Oh.
your guns. Dude, like, tas may iba't ibang stats, yung may special rarities pa, yung items na pinupulot mo sa mga fucking cyber criminals na pinapatay mo. Yeah, it starts basically, your name is V, and the setting of the game kagad is racism kasi the sheriff doesn't want ano yan, nomads in his country. So he kicked you out. Yeah, it's weird. Like, medyo deep yung lore, hindi ko pa gets. It's about neoliberalism, about like I don't get that shit. Pero in the start you meet this guy named Johnny. Siya basically yung big brother mo who shows you the ropes in Night City. And I have, dude, Giselle, hindi ko binasa yung Wikipedia. I promise to God, hindi ko binasa yung Wikipedia kasi I wanna go into this
Oh,
raw.
hindi niya binasa
Pero
yung Wikipedia. He read yung actual source board game.
no. I am thinking I don't know what's gonna happen. Johnny is gonna die because this is what happens all the time in these kinds of games. Your best friend dies in the end, like sa GTA 4.
Oh, Johnny is the Samoan guy, right? Yung parang ganun yung buhok, not
What?
Yeah,
up,
yeah,
parang sa Watchmen.
Oh.
yeah,
He's
yeah,
the he's the
Really?
he's
I
the
thought
intro character.
yeah.
I thought Johnny was what's his freaking name? Was
I mean, there's
Keanu
Johnny
Reeves.
Silverhands and then
There's
Johnny
two
pala yung
Johnnies?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
River. There are other rivers.
That's
Yeah.
true. But okay.
And even with the patch, this game is still pretty janky. Like when I leave my car, when I leave my car, Actually, it kind of adds to the cyberpunk effect of it in a way. When I leave my
someone did
car,
someone did argue that, it's more cyberpunk if it doesn't work.
yeah, well, it looks glitchy, diba? Kasi when you think of cyberpunk, oh, it's glitchy, it's fucking up, and
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, the game is fucking up. Kasi I left my car to buy weapons, at pagbalik ko lumulutang na siya. And I'm like, okay, this is the famed jank. And there's this one thing then where I equipped a new mod for my gun, and when I go first person, I could see the inside of my skull
Oh my
for a
god.
while. It's like,
What?
okay. Pero to be fair, all of these now can be solved by loading your game again. So I have loaded my
Oh,
game about
lovely.
Wow.
I have loaded my game about 4 times now. In
That fucking sucks though. It's like
Yeah,
I hate
that
that. It's a
sucks.
console game and like
Yes. And apparently nung binoot up ko to, it informed me na may bagong audio patch. So apparently sa mga lumang patches, there were audio parang cues that weren't happening. this about
Yeah,
this
yeah, like
game. Yeah,
some voices don't trigger though.
yeah, yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
the text.
And I love it, pero like, yung shooting niya, Giselle, I would compare it to Fallout 3 and 4. Yung shooting, it's very floaty or whatever.
Hmm.
But I had, parang di ako ganun ka may problema sa Fallout 4 dati kasi I could use VATS.
Mm.
Dito you can't use VATS. So it's
You
kind
just
of,
gotta use skill. You gotta use getting good.
yeah. Pero I love the art. I love the story so far kasi I'm with the story now where you need to fucking. So you parang ikaw na yung bounty hunter ni Dex, who was this former gangster who got fat. Now he has fucking cybernetic arms that look cool, and everything in this game looks really cool. Para like first, yung it really looks like a cyberpunk future out of Blade Runner. But
is there cyberpunk porn na just like sa Overwatch?
Oh yeah, for sure.
yeah, there's
Yeah,
sex scenes in this game.
Yeah, I mean
There's
cyberpunk
actually-
is porn to some people, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Good to know.
And
Any
So-
keywords?
oh, there's this one interesting mechanic, pero hindi siya. It's not that fun to play.
Oh, wait,
kasi-
wait. I
Yeah.
just
Did you
realized
just-
something. No, people are gonna rip yung model ni Keanu Reeves to fuck in
Yeah.
like, mga...
People
Yeah.
are
I think
already
they did it
doing
na.
that.
They already...
Yeah, they
I'm
did.
sorry.
I love
I'm
what
sorry,
Andren,
I'm an old man.
I love what Andren just said. There's this interesting mechanic that's really cool, but it's not fun to what did you say? It's not
No,
fun.
but
Uh.
it's cool when you first get into it. Kasi I killed this guy, took his brain chip, and then hey, you're gonna go inside this guy's mind. Oh, that's badass, man.
That's
And
cool.
it's not like in the Fallout 4 one where you just walk. This is much
Yeah.
more detailed kasi basically you play like an editor. You know when yung mga editing sessions, yung cut this part of yung may
Oh,
mga
isn't
cuts,
that like, isn't
Like
that
a
like
Premiere
Bioshock
timeline?
na they're like tubes? I would love yung tube minigame.
no,
You
no,
open
no,
someone's
it's,
mind, it's just a tube mini.
It's cool that it's an editor thing. That makes more sense.
That's interesting.
yes,
It's like a
yes,
software.
and you need to pause at the exact moment. Some things are happening, like ooh,
Mm.
in this moment he gave this cell phone, so that's your moment to scan that cell phone as it's happening, and you can rewind it. There's like 3 views: thermal, audio, and there sa audio it lets you hear on the conversations that you might have missed out on normal view, and in thermal view, like it's where you find the bomb or the fucking secret AI chip, and it's cool, but it's not really that fun to play if you get what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
more
It's a
cool.
story thing.
If they do
No,
it
it
over and
looks-
over, it stops being fun, I bet.
dude, I did it the first time and like halfway,
And you already didn't like it.
I feel like
but it's
like,
cool. It's cool, dude.
It feels like what you're saying about Cyberpunk is the opposite of what I was saying about Metroid. It's a good game. Fucking story, fuck.
The story's good. Like even
Yeah.
me, dude. Like with my ADHD, I just skip the dialogue kadalasan. Pero yeah, it's well acted. It's really
I
good.
think that's
I
why
went-
people are mad, because they want to be immersed, because the story's good, and then like your
Yeah.
car floats.
Yeah, and I can't imagine people liking this game nung hindi ko pa na-download yung patch nito kasi even with this patch it's still pretty buggy, dude. It's
So you can
like
only
yeah.
imagine, right? Before the
Yeah,
Oh,
dude.
50
Fuck.
gigabyte
dude.
patch.
Yeah,
No, dude,
yeah.
it's gonna be amazing sa ating Xboxes.
Oh yeah.
Because Andren's on the PS4 one, and the fact that
Mm.
it's working now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear it like the last generation consoles are the ones that got it the worst talaga.
The
Which
PC
is
one
it's
was
really
the
sad.
yeah, kasi
No,
the
you
the
know what the
PC
best
ver
version now? The
yeah.
Google Stadia one, yung
Well,
Yeah, because
yung
it's running on
cloud
their
stream.
hardware.
No, cause
It's
it
yeah.
runs perfect, and then
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly. It's running on the native hardware from CD
weirdly.
Projekt Red or whatever server they're using.
okay.
Anyway,
Sorry,
yeah.
you go on.
The cons like the PC on launch got like
Mm.
80 out of 100.
Mm.
So yeah, and in the console ones like they got like putang like a 2 out of
Wow.
10, 3 out of 10.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
doesn't work.
Very very
yeah.
cyberpunk.
Yeah, ang pinaka main issue ko nung narinig ko ang glitch doon, which is cool pare by any means, yung nawawala yung saves mo. That is fucking not
Wow,
cool,
that's
dude.
fun. I
That's
love
That's
that.
like that's
that's
like
Just say
the
it's a
fucking
feature.
automata.
yeah,
That's
Just
like ano, Psycho Mantis.
yeah,
that's
that's some
fucked, dude.
Hideo Kojima like. Is this part of the? Is this a feature or is this an actual glitch? I can't tell
No,
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah, that's why ano Cyberpunk is more badass than Doki Doki. Fuck you, you're not playing
It
anymore.
has the balls to actually remove your save.
dude,
Oh
ang cool
God.
nito. Like the style of this game, like when you upgrade your parts, like you actually see like the mods nalalagay sa arm mo. It's
Cool.
fucking dope as shit, dude. And it
God
looks
damn.
really pretty because the
It
load times
does.
are way long, pare. It's like I was like a minute in now. Oh my god, it's still loading.
That's
Oh
the
my!
first time
Any
I've heard
loading?
anyone say a positive thing about the long load time. It's really pretty. That's why it's a good thing na mabagal siya mag-load.
No, I mean
Yeah,
that's why mabagal siya
that's why.
mag-load.
Yeah.
Okay,
Say,
okay.
how? What? Okay. Here's a random question, like kind of a nitpicky thing for me
Ano
personally.
eh, you know
What kind of
River,
loading is
I
it?
don't know loading
Oh,
anymore eh, kasi I'm on the Xbox Series
It's
X.
true.
the
So
Yeah.
it's just
loading
instant.
the loading screen is pretty cool actually. It's a view of your room and all the
Okay.
beer bottles circling. It's kind of like
Can
real
you move
bottles.
around in it? Is it one of those interactive loading, or is it just a picture?
When you go to a different area, the loading screen is technically an elevator with a news, parang
Oh wow.
a random news happening.
Why can't
That's
yung
happening
loading
in the
screen
city.
be you
That's pretty
playing with
cool.
your dick or your
With
vagina?
Hey,
your
dude,
cybernetics.
they removed the dick filter, pare. They removed the
Oh
penis
wow.
filter. They removed the penis filter.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
fine.
So,
How
and
cyberpunk, man.
so,
Are you gonna
dude,
go with like a gay love interest or like a
you know what's
girl
funny?
or like there's a gay guy. There are two
Yeah, yeah.
gay guys, three
Yeah, two
girls.
lesbians, like every fucking thing, every
Oh,
woke thing you can imagine is in
you
this
can have
game.
sex with a helicopter.
Yeah.
And he will remember it. And yeah,
The helicopter
where
will
was I?
remember it. Yeah. They're gonna call you the
That's-
So
next night, like, oh,
someone said naman na CD Projekt Red just makes really expensive dating games. Just
in a
the
way,
Witcher
yeah.
game.
Yeah, so what the fuck was I gonna say? Oh yeah,
I'm so go.
dude. Sobrang dense talaga, dude, ng level up system dito kasi imbes na yung XP points, you also get a street cred points to parang level up another part of the skill tree.
Fucking
So
hate
dude,
that.
it's so good.
Wait,
So
so
good. I love it.
level up another
Oh
part.
my God.
What part exactly? Like, what does it do? Are they like perks
Uh,
or?
Perks and the
Okay.
other ones are like yung taasan mo yung defense mo, yung offense mo.
I see. Okay, so it's like the base stats and also random perks.
Remember when we were joking na Death Stranding was gonna be a clicker game, tapos Cyberpunk sounds like a clicker game right now. And you level up the thing that levels up your skill.
And it
Yeah,
does
you
the
level
thing.
up so you can level up.
And it does the thing. People were complaining about this before, but I love this sa GTA games na. Certain events will only trigger at a certain time. Kunwari, you need to go to this bar at around 6 to 7 p.m. And I kind of like that. It adds
Yeah.
to the immersion. Yeah.
Break
As my
things
car
on
is
Musashi.
floating. As my car is floating.
As I'm passing through the geometry. Oh shit! I'm late. I'm too busy passing through these polygons right now.
I think
And,
it's a situation that dahil ang baba ng expectation mo, you can really appreciate what's there, and
The
there's a
little
lot
things.
there.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. Yeah. which is I
Dude,
don't know if that's a good thing,
I
but
think
if
it's
this game came out as it is now, and it came out before, I think people wouldn't
yeah,
have
people
been
would
as
forgive
angry.
it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It's like, oh, that's just the classic. It's like Skyrim. It's buggy, but I love it. I can't help it.
yeah. Who
I
would
can't help.
thought
There's
na
nothing else.
matatal? Who would have thought na matatalo nung CD Projekt Red yung Bethesda
I
sa
know, right?
bugginess? Where Witcher 3 was the smoothest
No,
non-buggy game I've ever
there
played.
were
oh,
some bugs when I
talaga?
played it, but
Oh,
like, yeah, yeah.
okay.
But it disappeared like almost immediately. So yeah.
Okay. So, and one final thing about this game, it's the outfits in this game. I love it. Like, it's first you start off looking like a biker. Now I look like a fucking NPC sa Yakuza Zero. Like it's
Oh, sweet.
I
Oh,
look like
downloading it.
yeah. It's so good with a lot of jank because it's my kind of gaming.
I get it.
So
I
yeah,
get it. Yeah.
I love it.
I mean, that's the
Yeah.
same
Cyberpunk
with
is
me in like Fallout New Vegas. Like I have to admit that it's super janky and there's a lot about the design that is clearly rushed, but I can't help but feel charmed by it. It's like it's the same with Dark Souls 2 then. It's not the
Yeah,
most technically great
he's
Dark
the
Souls,
best.
but it's the best one.
Now I have a question. Where do I start to Fallout? Is it 3 or New Vegas?
Just do
New Vegas.
any yeah,
Just
just do
do
New
New Vegas.
Vegas.
Okay, sige. Kasi since
Yeah.
it's here, I'm
If I were you, yeah,
interested.
start with New Vegas. It's on Game Pass. And speaking
Mhm.
of Game Pass,
Oh,
I'm
one more
guessing you
thing.
guys. Yeah, go ahead.
One more thing.
Ah,
I interviewed for my
Oh
weekend.
right.
I
Yeah,
interviewed
yeah,
go,
yeah.
go,
Kiko
go, go.
Pangilinan, and there's
Si
one thing
Kiko
of
Pangilinan,
yes,
I'm gonna
yeah,
tell this to
Yes.
Kay Caris and then sisigaw siya. At tapos,
yeah. No. I don't care about. I was basically there for fodder.
yeah. I'm
Red
there
asked the
too.
tough. Yeah, Red asked the questions. I was just there. So um, Kiko Pangilinan was explaining his land reform act that gives more money to the farmers.
It's
Hmm.
I don't. Yeah. And he
Land
was
Reform.
explaining it. Yeah, let's help all the farmers because if we help them, mas gaganda yung crops. Let's not look down on farmers. And I said, that's fucking badass, dude. Yeah, badass. What did you say? Badass, badass. Maangas po. I made Kiko Pangilinan say badass.
I
I
want
win.
you
I win.
guys.
Like
Yeah, you've
I
accomplished
want.
every goal in life.
I want you guys to interview si Lenny, pero also yung real hope ko is you guys interview si Calyodi to see kung gano'ng kadaming magagalit sa inyong mga red. These fucking guys! Hindi naman nila alam yung fucking insane to me.
yeah,
Para si... No, it'd be just like... Pero like, I think si Andrew would be fine. No, I think Andrew would be fine because he's like, oh, it's just another fucking day at catch. Where
yeah.
was fucking hangout? Andren, you're wrong about yung beliefs mo.
yeah.
That's
But
just insane. Grabe,
that was just a
Kiko,
fun.
no?
Yeah. So yeah,
Dick
yun lang.
Gordon, Kiko,
Good job.
si ano, sino pa ba? Si Dick Gordon, Kiko,
We're
si...
thinking of Len. It's one step closer to Lenny.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
like you're
Yeah.
going up the ladder. I noticed that.
And Red said that he wanted to talk to Bong Bong actually to be fair and balanced. Like, pero his should I be saying this? Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. Pero he,
I mean, keep it close. If you...
Okay.
We're surprised.
Let's not spoil anything.
Okay.
If
So
it's-
your weekend river. Sorry.
Okay. So we mentioned Game Pass. I think I'm a bit late to the podcast.
Wait,
'cause I had some
wait.
dinner, but-
Wait, ipapasok ko lang sa stream yung ating surprise guest, si Bongbong Marcos, to talk about Game Pass.
I'm a fan of the Halo multiplayer.
I love.
You know, my dad built yung Leyte Bridge, and Game Pass is
You know,
a
my
bridge
dad
for your
built the
wallet.
original Halo that Master Chief walked on. He put the animals in the zoo in Halo Reach. Anyway,
Sige, River, go.
I've been
You're
playing a
really-
lot of Halo. I've been playing Halo Infinite. It's still really slow in terms of servers because it's still in beta. But just in general, my entire weekend has been encompassed by the Xbox, and I feel both happy and distraught because of how much my backlog is already ultimately really clogged. But once you get Game Pass, you're basically buying a $15 ticket to just an infinite backlog, and I never feel satisfied. It's too much. But I love it. It's hard to explain, but basically, so what I did, and I told Josel this in chat. My principle for getting basically what Game Pass is to anyone who might listen. It's basically Netflix for games. So you pay a subscription fee, just a one-time payment of a subscription fee every month or every year, depending on your plan, and you get access to like 100 plus games for free, essentially, even though it's
And
not for free.
discounts and shit.
Yeah, there's discounts and all that stuff, and I did that because I got a new Xbox Series S, which is just an Xbox Series X, but like slightly lower power, and there's no disc drive, so I have no choice but to get Game Pass.
Can we talk about how you bought yung Xbox mo?
Yeah.
What
The
happened?
circumstances.
No,
What's
because
psychotic?
I was just chatting with you guys. So the
Yeah, in the
gaming
chat.
gamers chat. It was like, I just bought yung Xbox Series S na sa Shopee kasi it's cheap. Ganon. This River Sunday, I bought it too.
I
Look
bought
at
one
yung
right now.
picture. What? And I had to wait
Well,
5 days for
okay.
mine.
Here's the thing, though. It's more like because the stars kind of aligned in that I've been talking it up with my brother because my brother bought a PS5. Basically, is what happened. He's obviously the richer sibling. He got into IT, and I'm just a writer. So no shame. No, I'm not knocking his
Yeah.
hustle. Like he got a promotion, so he got a PS5. So I'm like, cool.
Deservedly ko nga.
He treated himself. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get an Xbox because I want to play the new Halo. And so, but I've been like in my mind, I was like, I'll get it around December, when I get my 13th month or what have you. So I happen to be in UP Town because I'm dropping off my partner Leanna. And she's gonna meet some friends, a friend, and then as I'm there, I'm like, oh, there's a data blitz. Let me browse. And then you're messaging. You're like, oh, I think I just bought an Xbox through Shopee, and I'm like, here, I'm eyeing a literal Xbox, and I just got one. I have a credit card. I gotta.
He can't show me. He can't show me up. I'm gonna show him
Yeah,
up. My weekend's gonna be awesome.
Oh, yeah, but like most of my weekend is spent just downloading games and not really playing. When you get Game Pass. Here's something that people don't tell you. When you get Game Pass, most of the time is gonna be you just scrolling through all the games you'll never play, and then it's that, and also waiting for a bunch of games to download. So my rule of thumb to discipline myself, because I tend to focus on like one game at a time, is I'm gonna practice playing different genres of games. So I'm getting one game per genre. So like for the shooting FPS genre, I'm playing Wolfenstein New Colossus, which is great, by the way. You guys ever play the rebooted Wolfenstein game?
I only
Andren's
played
like
two.
a favorite,
I only played two and New Blood.
Okay, yeah. I only played New Order, which is the
I
freshly
played
rebooted
it. I
one.
found it hard.
It's really hard.
It's
Yeah,
hard.
that's why
It's fucking hard, dude.
you know
Oh, wait,
when
before
a game is hard when
may
when it
comment
lets you save
tayo.
anytime.
This is just Josel and River one-upping each other about their Xbox story. Pretty
Yeah,
much.
basically. I mean, because like I not that I felt guilty, but because I egged you on to like really get it because you were asking. I was like, should I get this? It's on my
No, it's
cart
fucking
already.
cheaper than a fucking new laptop or desktop right
Yeah,
now.
exactly. And if your goal is to just play games, so get
I don't wanna
get the
work
box
anymore.
that plays games.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Uh,
So for FPS, I got Wolfenstein. For like just like a 2D like retro game, I got this game called Cyber Shadow. Have you heard of that game?
Oh, is that yung parang ano? It's like the lesser version of the good ninja game. You
The
know what I'm talking
Messenger?
about? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Basically,
what the review said.
really. I got it
Sort of.
because it's from Yacht Club Games, the guys that made Shovel Knight. I was like, okay, this is the follow up games. I'll play it. And I like that so far. It just feels like Ninja Gaiden, but just feels like Ninja Gaiden, but modern, I guess. So those are, and then under that, I'm playing Super Hot Mind Control Delete,
I
which
saw
is
it on Game
it's
Pass.
amazing. So the twist with that one is because they got Super Hot, right, and then that one is like, it's a very short game. It almost feels like a tech demo when you play that
It's like
game, the first one.
It's like an inversion of the level design of the first one.
So Mind Control Delete is actually it's a roguelike. They got the gameplay loop of Super Hot, and they made these randomized scenarios, like a bunch of different random scenarios. They're still like level designed by people, not like an AI, but it's random. You don't know what scenario you're gonna get, and then every time you go through at least like 3 levels, and you have like lives. Every time you go through a bunch of levels, you get a different perk. You get to choose like, do you get 4 extra hearts, or do you get super speed? Do you get exploding bottles, or do you get like bullets that pierce through?
That's
Well,
and
that's
smart.
interesting.
yeah,
That's
so like
interesting.
And then as you go along and you beat these like nodes in like in the levels basically, if you beat the levels, you can unlock permanent upgrades that slowly make you stronger, but it makes the enemies harder. So like right now I got this upgrade where I can, if I look at an enemy and I press X, I dash to their location. But the drawback of that is I have one less heart like that. So it's like this, it balances it, and it's really fun. And
So it became it just became
it's
sorry.
basically Hades, honestly.
Oh, it's Hades. No, I was
Yeah,
thinking
like
of the other one, yung from
Binding of
Edmund
Isaac.
Macmillan. Yeah, Binding of
Yeah, it's
Isaac.
Binding of Isaac. Every run it's new. Every run I have like a different power up. So that was the one for that. What else did I get? I got Final Fantasy 13 for some reason, but I
I
haven't
have
started it yet.
I got
Because I
10.
saw because 13 and 13.2 are on Game Pass. So I was like, all right,
They
I
look
want to
good.
know.
Alam mo yun?
They
Maganda na
look
yung graphics
visually good. It was that game that as a kid, because as a kid I used to emulate everything because I didn't have any money. I didn't have a console, so I emulated everything on my dingy laptop, and that was the game I could never play. Like I see it on K Zone, like, oh, that looks real. That looks photo real. When I was a kid.
The black
Look
dude
at all
looks
these.
like he's a black dude.
Dude, look at all these zippers, pare. Oh my god.
Look at all these pockets, man.
know,
Look
wait,
at
wait,
the
wait.
inside.
You know what? Since we're like probably the last generation to like really marvel at CGI, like para
Yeah.
that's amazing, ganon. I always thought it was weird growing up. Parang wow, black people look more realistic than other people pag nasa
It
CGI.
seems to be easier to do darker skin with
I
the
think it's the
lighting.
ano. No, I think it's like same sa pag nagba-bodybuilding ka and you have to tan to see yung muscles.
Oh, to
It's
see the
just
definition.
it's
Okay.
more definition.
our
Because
The
our
I
aesthetic.
our me and my friends' basis of like graphical quality was always, I'm not joking, was Triple H's hair. It
Ah,
started it started sa SmackDown yung tumutusok
it's
sa
just yeah, a
yeah,
block
yeah.
that passes.
And then when we saw fucking SmackDown versus Raw 2006, oh my god, it's actually wavy now.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
When I
I loved yung middle part na parang it's clearly just coming from yung top, tapos flat
Yeah.
na siya. And
Yeah.
it was like that.
Parang siya naka-dreadlocks.
Yeah.
For me when I was a kid, my basis was always there's three things.
Okay.
What the water looks like.
Okay, of course.
Yeah. How
Water,
plastic bags look like. For some reason, like I was playing Spider-Man Web of Shadows, when I saw a trash bag, it looked like a real black trash bag.
water.
And then third is if the curtains move when you touch them or when you pass through them, like the physics of curtains. That was
Yeah.
always those are the three. I was like, oh wow, this is
I'll
Can I
moving
add one
into
more
next
thing?
gen.
Go,
Kasi
go,
Yeah.
ano.
I'm such an old man when I first played the first Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah.
And like, I was riding my horse, tapos my araw. Tapos when I was looking at the sun, nagsisquint ako. My God, that's real. That's
The fact that you
surrealist.
squinted, yeah. Whoa.
Whoa,
That's a
dude.
lens flare.
I
Wow.
better take off yung glasses ko, baka masunog yung corneas
Yeah, it's
ko.
too real.
Like yung nasa kabayo ako nakaganito.
You know, that game still looks real. Like I played that fairly recently, like 2 years ago. It still looks great.
Such
You
a great
guys,
story.
you
dude.
guys ever do
Yeah.
Such a
that sa
great story.
Counter-Strike pag dadaan sa bintana yung...
Magdadak ka.
Was that just
Oh.
me? Like,
I mean, sometimes, yeah, depending. Oh yeah, and also for racing in Game Pass, I got Forza Horizon 5, which
Same.
is it's really good. It's I don't know
It's
what
like oh,
it
it's
did
like
differently.
it's like Fast and the Furious because it opens and it just drops you from like an airplane.
Yeah, you fall off an airplane. Yeah, I
Wow,
thought
That's
it was really
fucking
it was
fun.
really
It's
clever.
pretty
Yeah,
fucking fun, dude. It drops you into like a volcano.
yeah.
From like an
And then
airplane.
the first race event is you and the motorcyclist. So he gets a head start, then you're racing. Like, oh, this is pretty basic. I'm just racing a motorcyclist. Then he jumps off the motorcycle. The motorcycle falls. It explodes, and then he has a glider suit. And then he's gliding, and then you have to like outrun this glider guy. And
This is great.
it's
This is
fun.
Yeah,
It's set in Mexico, so everything is like dusty
Yellow.
but bright and colorful and yellow. There's meth all over the
But
ground.
it's actually not very yellow. I mean, it's very
It's
beautiful.
not. It's very brown. It's a beautiful game, and I got that because I wanted to see how strong the Series S was, and it looks great. There's a performance mode. There's a quality mode. I'm playing on
There's
quality.
a
'cause-
rewind. There's a rewind.
Yeah,
feature.
your main character canonically can rewind time or something. I don't.
So
Like-
life is strange.
Yeah,
No, I
Life
was,
is
you know what?
Strange.
I was just playing yung, I started yung game, right? Tapos I was
Yeah.
just, I was showing kay Andren, parang, What the
Yeah,
fuck kind of game is yung third part of yung character creation mo is prosthetics? That's such a
I know. I
weird.
think that's cool. That's a very
I mean,
inclusive.
it's
Cause
interesting. It's very cool.
yeah,
Pero like, sabi ko,
it
am
was
I
a
fucking
shot at
playing
cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk?
It was
yeah.
a
You could,
shot at cyberpunk.
They were
you
like,
could,
we can
you
do
could make,
prosthetics better.
you could make a person of color na na non-gender binary
Yeah.
who happens to have no arms
Yeah,
and
you can have them
drives
both.
a car.
You can
Oh, you
change
can
both
also have
arms
all
to
of them
power.
wala, no?
Yeah, just all
Okay.
arms and legs.
It just strikes me parang, wow.
But
Okay.
the funniest thing is they will always be British, no matter what. They're
Oh,
just always
talaga?
British. So
What
because
what what nickname did you pick? I
oh,
picked
dude,
the kid or something.
I picked Rivera. It was there,
Oh,
like and they call me like, "Hey Rivera." I was like, "Oh wow, that's my name," but there's an A.
Yeah,
Anyway,
your name sounds really like Spanish lang. It's like Rivera Cruz.
but
Vera.
overall, it's been
Beautiful.
tough because like sometimes I'm playing the Xbox and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm playing Shin Megami Tensei 5 on the Switch." So
Feels
like
like
I
I'm
kind of
cheating on the Nintendo.
yeah, it feels exactly. That's exactly. It feels like I'm cheating on my console on my
Well,
Switch.
I always
Like
said that I value graphics and like power above everything else. I've always been the
I've
powerhouse.
always said
I've
that.
always said that. I
You
hate
just
Nintendo.
gaslight your own console.
But by the way, like, do you know that they're releasing a new Switch?
I hear there's
Yeah, why would they
rumblings of
do that?
like,
That doesn't make sense. Like, why don't they just release Switch 2 or something? Kasi
Bro.
sobrang outdated, quote unquote, outdated na yung hardware.
no,
Yung
yeah, no, you're not
Switch.
wrong.
Yeah,
Because it's
yeah.
just a mobile. A Switch is just a glorified mobile phone naman talaga when it comes down
Not
to
like
it.
the Xbox.
Not like the Xbox is pure masculine power. No, but like this, I went back to the Switch just so I could play like a bit of Shin Megami, and I still
Oh,
enjoyed
look
it
at these
naman.
graphics. Look.
Kami ni River right now, yung Toy Story meme, yung parang, I don't want to
I
play
wanna
with
play
you
with you.
anymore. Just
Yeah.
throwing away.
as
And you
River's
know
driving,
what's
as River's driving away, nandun yung Switch. Yeah, so like, goodbye, kumawala yung Switch.
But you know
You
what's
got a
funny though?
friend in
This
me.
morning, so like,
When
I
you love
love
me.
me. Does this? Oh my god! I shoved my Switch under my bed. I never get it ever
Okay,
again.
it's okay.
Oh, I go,
There go River.
But
I'm
the
sorry.
funniest thing is this morning, because I didn't want to turn on my Xbox because it's loud, and I was one of the first ones to wake up, and I didn't want to turn on my Switch, so I just played Dragon Quest again, and then that's what I played for most of the day. Like no matter what,
Eight?
it calls me
8?
back. 8, yeah,
Now,
it's
where are you
great.
at the date now?
I just beat Dalmagus. I killed
Oh,
the second form,
hell yeah,
and
dude.
yeah, it's
My
weird. Like
favorite
no matter
character
what.
there is actually a hula ko eh. Like, I played the guy with the silver hair with the
Yeah,
coat.
Angelo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
as a fist of,
mm.
as a fist.
A fisticuffs man.
Yeah, that's because he's so agile and you get extra
Yeah.
agility points. So
Okay, I
yeah,
should have done that. I made him an archer, and it's like, oh, all
oh,
right.
and my
But
tanker was the fat guy with the.
yeah, Yangus, I love him.
Yeah,
I love
he's
the
funny. Yeah,
I love the homosexual undertones between Yangus and the main character.
yeah.
He's like,
He loves him so-
no woman can ever get between us, Gov. Like that, he talks like that. I love him.
The voice acting is great in that game.
Yeah.
Dude.
Oh, cool, blimey. He always says that. Oh, anyway. But yeah, I don't know. So in that moment when I was playing Dragon Quest 8 and I ended up playing for like most of the morning, I was like, wow. Like even like despite all the the whole new generation of games, I'm still a freaking loser who simps for Dragon Quest. Like it just
Put
No,
it
I'll
like
tell you,
that.
River. Like the easiest games to get back to are RPGs because they're turn-based in a way that.
that's
Oh,
true.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, I
like,
play it like in
when I
between
went back to
Ah,
meetings.
sige.
yeah when I went back to Medieval 2, I like ugh, this doesn't feel good. Okay, cool. They're like robot elephants and fat bearded ladies with
Yeah.
ballerina outfits.
It's
Pero,
just different. I mean, I considered buying a PS4 for yung Medieval Remaster, and then I saw it yung
it's not
upscaled,
working.
and then it's like, I don't like this. I don't want yung ugly. I
It
don't
was more
like it.
charming when it was
It looks
jaggedy.
ugly
Mr.
pa rin eh.
Daniel Fortescue back from the dead once
Yeah.
again.
No, I just wanted to hear someone say Daniel Fortescue, thus I'm fine.
Daniel
I don't actually want to
Fortescue.
play this game again.
That's a great
Oh, man,
character name,
I
Daniel
love-
Fortescue.
I have
love
a
that name.
question. I have a
I love
question,
that
you
game.
guys. So I'm looking at yung Game Pass. Tapos I checked out yung Metroidvanias. Tapos listed sa Metroidvanias, I don't know if you've seen this, River, is Control at saka Jedi Fallen Order.
Wait, Control's a Metroidvania?
That's what
wouldn't.
I was wondering, bro.
No, I wouldn't. Control is not a Metroidvania, but
But
Jedi
it's
Fallen Order
listed.
just might be. But I wouldn't call Control a Metroidvania. That's more of like
Pero why wouldn't
that's
Control
like
be a
Max Payne with the.
Metroidvania? Well,
Yeah.
because if you're unlocking different parts of the facility, I could see that.
Yeah, but you're not unlocking it. Oh, I guess you are unlocking it with new powers. God damn it, you're right. Fuck.
Yeah, that's kind of
It's
yeah,
such a
that's
No,
kind
no,
of
loose
like
I'm just
definition.
saying.
Yeah.
No, because if Jedi Fallen Order is a Metroidvania, for
I would call that
then
one genuinely a Metroidvania because so like you play through different planets, and then each planet you kind of backtrack when you get a new ability. It's like there's this area I can't go to yet because I don't have the force wall run ability.
you have to say it na. Well, then it gets so dicey, para so like
That's why I call Dark Souls a Metroidvania. Like,
Resident Evil is a
I've been
Metroidvania.
saying that too. Resident Evil
Okay,
is a Metroidvania.
no, but like they should say, kasi no, they can't say
Spyro's a
In
Metroidvania.
a
they
way,
can't
Spyro
say
could
that,
be.
kasi there are no Metroid games and Castlevania games that are 3D that people love. They're not like in yung
No, I mean people love
For
Metroid.
me,
Fine.
let's define the genre now. For me, in our own terms, for me, a
Good.
Metroidvania is 2D, and when you die,
uh,
yeah, you respawn.
So
You
it
get a
has
new
to be
ability that
2D.
unlocks.
It has
For
to
me
be
lang,
2D.
for
Is
me.
that what you're saying? Okay,
Yeah.
fair. That's fair.
well, yun yung normal for me. That's the normal way
That's the
that we
normie
do
way.
it. That's the traditional way that we do it.
I'm gonna.
That's why there are a
for
lot of
me-
subgenres. Like my
Yeah.
platforming's a Metal Slug, but you don't call it a platformer. My
That's
RPG
true, yeah.
elements of fucking Breath
Yun
of the
nga,
Wild.
that's
Forza
what I
has
was-
RPG
that's-
elements, but it's
no,
not a
that's what I was-
JRPG.
That's what I was thinking na parang there was that guy nga na galit na parang like, when people say na this game is more of a puzzle game than a shmup game, that's idiotic. Kasi then
It can be
anything could
both,
be
yeah.
anything na.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'm a bit more liberal with my definition of Metroidvania because the way I see it, it comes down to you play whether it's 2D or 3D, you're playing a character and then you make them stronger, and then through the new power ups you get, it unlocks new areas that then expands into like
It just
more
areas.
areas.
Upsets me kasi
Very-
parang then like Tomb Raider. I mean,
Well-
I know walang progression dun, pero it's like the same thing na parang. I mean, I thought it was just adventure na at that point, adventure game.
I guess because
Or like,
in Legend of Zelda, the reason why I don't call that a Metroidvania is because
Yeah,
you're
why is
still
that-
you're stuck in a single dungeon kasi you're not in the whole. I feel like a Metroidvania has to be the whole world. The whole world has to be slowly unlocked. Because in Legend of Zelda, they're isolated to single dungeons, so you can't progress in the dungeon unless you get the item that unlocks the doors, basically. But when you leave the dungeon, you're still free to explore wherever without it being locked behind power-ups. I don't know.
Oh wait. I think I get it now. Like I think I know why Control was considered a Metroidvania. Kasi
You played it,
Metroidvania.
diba?
Me and Red played it. Like, I watched him play it. The whole game basically. Fucking toxic relationship we have. Pero
This fucking
Pero-
is playing a game where
He-
the
he
gun
gives
is
you-
talking.
He gives you a second controller, but it's not connected. But you think you're playing. You're like the
yeah,
little.
basically
yeah.
I'm his retarded baby brother. Pero, for me, Metroidvania was birthed by indie game developers. Control isn't a AAA game, so it's for me like indie means Metroidvania.
I legitimately thought you were gonna say, "Because the main character's a woman, just like in Metroid." So. Oh, that's... I guess I don't know. I guess Control
I
does
have
have
a question
elements that you
about
can't
Metroid
progress
pala.
unless you get powered up. Yeah, go.
Do you unlock na she gets naked? I never bothered to.
I never
May
bothered when I
ganon.
finish a Metroid game. It's
Ah.
kind of one and done for me, honestly.
Oh
I
wait,
wanna
so
get
Josel
more.
finished it na. River finished it na. I'm never gonna
Yeah.
play it. Pero I was kind of like nakulan ako, and in a stupid way
It's
na
cool.
she turned into a Metroid in the end.
No, it's fucking cool. I like that part. I'm
That
just
was pretty
saying.
cool.
I
Okay.
wish na they pushed it kasi parang it would be amazing if you got to play as in that suit for like a long time. Pero binawi nila immediately after yung isang
Yeah.
sequence.
Ah, okay. That's
It's
kind of
been
like
a
when
while.
yeah, that's like kind of when Thor lost his eye. Oh, he's gonna have an eye patch forever. Now they found a
Yeah.
fucking glass eye.
Then he gets a robot eye. Yeah.
Yeah.
Boo.
Okay, okay. Spoiler alert for people who haven't finished the game, but like basically, because when you think Metroid, and this is if you haven't played Metroid 2, I wouldn't blame people for thinking that the Metroid is just the jellyfish, but that's actually the baby form, and then they evolve further from that. They become like these They become like a giant like fly thing. Then they become like a dinosaur. Like it's this whole thing. So when Samus
Stupid.
turns into a
Sorry.
Metroid, she looks like Samus but with Metroid skin and Metroid eyes and all that stuff.
And
And
I
also,
love it.
I
I
think
also
the
hate it.
term Metroid is loose. Na basically, it's an organism that absorbs energy. That's what it's supposed to. That's what it was made for because it was made to kill. Wait, was it made to kill the X parasite? Yeah, it was. Yeah.
I don't know
Anyway,
anymore.
it's this
I
deep lore
hate the
shit.
things that I love.
But yeah, she turns into a Metroid, and then she kills everything, and then she
See when people
wins.
talk to me about Evangelion and like yung super minutia details, like I don't want that. I just want your feelings. I don't want you why the god is on the moon. I mean, you could talk about that. That's fine, but I'd rather read your Wikipedia.
Why is his fucking face in the river? And it's all
Why does he?
huge.
Why does that person
No
jerk
one
off
wants to
in
hear
the
me say
hospital?
why, so like do not go there. Yeah, pero like yun nga. I mean,
Where did this meme now get into the fucking robot Shinji? Came from
I just think sa Metroid kasi parang I don't want to hear about fucking Metroids. I want to hear about Samus, and like they keep talking about the
Then I
Metroid
think
War.
then I
And,
think you
yun nga.
like Metroid Prime because in Metroid
Yun
Prime
nga.
they don't actually focus too much on Metroids. It's really about Samus's backstory, and they flesh her out more in Prime too.
Yeah.
I just never played them. I played the
Wouldn't
first
it be
one,
sick kung may Metroid, like after he kills all the aliens, she just go. Tapos yung story beats lang yung, nandiyan lang siya sa bahay niya, no, on TV.
but she has the.
Oh
Or
no,
just eating, eating cereal.
Yeah.
Fuck!
you're basically describing No More Heroes. Some
Yeah,
Pseudo
that is.
51
Yeah,
shit.
I love that aspect in No More Heroes. Like in between hits, you have to do like menial chores like mow the lawn, and collect coconuts so you can earn enough money to
Yeah, I
kill
guess
more
that
people.
that it's not that big of a thing. Then like Persona also did that shit.
Yeah, it's true. There's the
Oh, no.
downtime. I like when
Fun,
games do
though.
that. Yeah, Persona. It has the downtimes where you have to get a side job or you have to, I don't know, do a bunch of
I
random.
wish they would do a
stuff.
spin-off ng BioShock na it's just yung pipes.
It's just the pipes minigame.
I'll pay
Yeah,
They
$60
did, they
for
did
that.
that with
And
Witcher
you
and
can,
Gwen.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll pay $60 for that, and you can shove whatever Marxist fucking theory you want in that game.
You
I'll play
play
that.
you play as a plumber in Rapture, and you go to different rich people's rooms and plumb
Isn't it
the
so
toilets.
satisfying?
No,
You
one
claim
better
to plumb-
one better thing that it's like BioShock Infinite, but it's just the rail shooting. So it's
Oh.
that's the trick.
Oh, man.
Like you beat that they're trapped in some medieval carnival or some shit.
I don't know how people thought that parang putting the rail shooting in that game is like, oh, I'm going so fast and I missed my shot. I missed my shot
Yeah,
again.
now I'm in
Missed
another
my shot.
area, or I'm
I
going
think
around
it
in
was
a
just-
circle.
I wish
It was
like,
just to
I
break
wish
the
I had a
monotony.
mouse because
Yeah, I
this
get
fucking sucks with the sticks.
No, you gotta aim down sight so it instantly locks on to the bad guy.
Dude, I
Anyway.
turned my sticks way low. Yung sensitivity way down low. Kung naglalaro ako ng mga shooters na ganun. Yeah.
What else?
Hey, whatever. Gusto yung
Oh.
weekend mo?
Right. I
After-
what did I do? I mean, the Xbox did take over for most of
remember
it.
yung weekends. Eh.
It's,
Ah,
I was
yeah,
afraid
it's so
na I
funny.
couldn't set up yung Xbox because I couldn't set up yung app.
I have
Anyway, sorry. Go, go.
I have watched a ton of mukbang videos.
Mm.
And here.
Nico Cado Avocado?
Let
Yeah,
me get.
yeah,
let me
and
get-
other, like
you
yung mga
watched
Pinoy.
Can you
Yeah,
explain to me? Okay.
Yeah.
Damn,
so,
okay.
and others lang, like yung mga Pinoy. I don't know. Ang pinakasikat si Nico Avocado and his
Nikocado avocado.
Nico Cado Avocado and
The gay
his
man
gay
is
Mex-
losing his mind.
and his
Yeah.
gay Mexican lover, whatever. Pero I'll go with the Pinoy ones first, and let's go to the main honchos, Nico Avocado. So, I'm serious. Hindi ako nagpapahayag dito. I'm serious. Do people like watching these mukbang videos? Kasi gusto nilang makita mamatay balang araw yung mga makain ng it's morbid.
Some people
obsession.
do.
I feel like there's
Okay.
No,
different.
there are some
Yeah,
people.
there's different. Some people
Kasi-
watch it for the raw thrills. You're like, oh wow,
Okay.
look how much he's
I
eating.
like watching people eat
Like-
then. Eh. There's some
Yeah,
like,
but some
mukbangs
people
that I
watch
like.
it to feel less lonely. They
Yeah.
eat with them. Some people like the
Yeah.
ASMR aspect of it.
I feel
Yeah.
like I'm part of these. I'll be honest. Na. It makes me feel better about myself because at least I'm not this guy.
Look at this
I
fucking
know it's
loser.
true. I know. Yeah. That's why. I think,
Look at this fucking loser who's
Look at this
earning
fat
100,000 pesos a week. just stuffing his fucking
Yeah,
face.
exactly. He's getting paid to
Yeah.
eat. What a loser.
Pero,
This.
I think there's a more, kasi the most popular ones are fat eh. Kasi
Yeah,
there's,
because that's
you know, Badlands Chugs?
no.
I
You know,
don't know.
Badlands Chugs is isang popular mukbanger where, like, alam mo yung mga boots ng glasses,
No,
yung
that's a
glasses.
no. Let's
Oh,
nip this in
like
the
the
bud. Let's
yeah.
nip this in the bud. I
Okay.
liked si Andren when he was in K-pop. I don't want him to go down the mukbang rabbit hole.
I'm gonna start hating this, and you know what? There's art in this. Hindi. Pero, okay, before, I'm gonna go to Nico Avocado because he fascinates me.
So
Pero,
scary. Yeah.
so Badlands Chugs, I think people, because he's really fat na dude. Even Joey's world tour, he's really fat na, and I'm worried about them. And it's our morbid curiosity with excess, with fucking, yeah, you're right. Like, like all that food could have been donated. Alam ko nagpapaka-SJW na ako dito, pero like, what the fuck is wrong with these people?
I
Like,
miss-
I saw this Chinese woman eat turtles. She ate turtles, dude. That's fucked up. That's fucked up, dude.
They could have been ninjas, man. I
Yeah.
didn't give them a
They could have been
chance.
they could have been turned to guitars or like yung fucking mops. Like, so yeah, yun lang, yun lang. I think it's our morbid curiosity about that. Kasi they're
It's
teetering in.
amazing. I watched
Yeah.
like a black lady eat yung lobster tails that they should just dip it, like she drank yung melted butter.
Di ba, aren't these people so
satisfying
hateable,
sometimes.
Giselle?
I don't
They're
hate
so
them.
hateable.
Naiingit
I-
ako.
it depends on their persona because when it's like saying like, oh, all ASMR is sexual. Like I feel like there are
It's
some
not.
mukbang people
It's
na
not.
parang there's some that goes on the spectrum of like gratuitous na it's gross out, you just sad fat man or whatever. But then I feel like the other side of that is like, oh, I'm eating sushi with you and we're eating sushi, we're having a conversation and the sushi sounds
like a-
nice.
I like a
Ah.
I like a thin person or like a fit person eating a lot of food. Kasi para at least I don't. Kasi I always remember si Adam Richman, yung Man versus Food. We used to. Me and my friend, we used to fucking buy a lot of food and just smoke up and then watch
Oh.
that movie, that show.
He
But
got
then I
thinner
found out
now.
that he got super depressed. Filming
Yeah, that's
that
what
show.
I heard. Yeah.
Yun nga eh. So I don't want to watch someone na parang like I'm interested in Nikocado Avocado.
Yeah.
He's fucking going insane. I just want yung cliff notes.
That's
of
the
him going
okay.
insane. I don't want to.
Here.
I don't want to watch a 2 hours.
I don't want to support the content. Yeah.
Here with Nico Avocado, I think he knows that he's going insane. He knows kung ano yung itsura, like he's projecting kasi yung,
Yeah, I think
he
he's
got-
aware.
He's aware. Like he has literally a t-shirt that says "This is all your fault," as he's stuffing
Yeah.
his face full of like it's.
Are
He
you
knows,
not
dude.
entertained?
Yeah, yeah.
Is
Like, I think-
he's the Kanye of the mukbang scene where like
He
you can't
was a thin twink.
divide. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
was a
was.
violinist.
A vi-
already,
A
he
vegan
was already
violinist.
Fat na.
Yeah.
He was already fat before and then got thin. So like I think may part of him like as a person who's gotten fat and thin,
Okay.
there's part of him na parang I'll just burn the weight off and like kill my liver doing so. Pero it's crazy.
No, that's the thing. He makes money out of it. Eh. He's not
I
gonna.
know.
He's not gonna become that. Kung wala siyang nakukuha mo.
Maybe I
Like
should
he has
just
an
do that.
OnlyFans. He has a fucking OnlyFans.
Yeah, I
dude. Like,
know.
Yeah,
You should
it's
do
hot.
that.
Pero yeah,
Just
yun
do
lang yung.
that. Start eating.
Yo, may edgy akong sasabihin, pare.
Oh,
Everyone wants a train wreck kung hindi sila yung mga sasagasaan, pare. Basta hindi sila
Damn,
yung
son, I should have that
pare.
tattooed on my back.
Fuck yeah, dude.
That's so
you should-
good.
You should write for CD Project Red.
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna.
Cyberpunk.
Make Keanu Reeves say that.
That's fucking like. That's
Um,
yeah.
Did you start off just the morbid curiosity and then you started understanding some stuff? Like there has to be like some tropes.
yeah,
and
what
shit
was the
diba?
hook? What made you suddenly go
It's
into
the excess of
mukbanging?
it. The excess of it.
Yeah.
Literally, like, again, this is just me talking. You mukbangers can do everything they want. Pwede rin akong mali. Literally, show this to a child in China who's picking copper out of a cell phone.
Yeah. I
For
mean,
like
it's
media.
crazy.
Yun lang, yun
I
lang.
mean, yeah, people
I'm
used
not
to say
saying
that.
I'm not saying righteous ako. I
Yeah.
have an Android phone which contributes
Yeah,
then
I know.
to
But
fucking all
people
these
used to say
sweatshops.
that about
Yeah,
Epic
it's-
Mealtime. Remember Epic Mealtime on YouTube? You ever watch
Yeah,
that?
yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah,
watched
people
that.
used to say that. Yeah.
But they could be lying out of their ass. They donated the food though sa
No,
mga
that's true. They
charities.
did
Yeah,
do that. They donate the
yeah,
food to home. The whatever's left,
yeah, yeah,
they make sure it's clean, it's edible, then they donate it to the homeless. That's
yeah.
true. All right, then
Yun lang yung curiosity ko sa mukbang. Yung excess of it.
They donated
fair
the
enough.
food, but they shot a bunch of it's
They
so like
donated the food,
level
then
up.
suddenly homeless people are dying of obesity in their square radius.
Grabe yung ano.
Dude, I loved
I
African
love
meal.
food.
When
Dude,
they
I
made
also
this
love Perfect Movie.
this bacon cheeseburger, yung tinapay gawa sa bacon, yung cheese gawa sa bacon, topped with bacon, with fucking a patty with
This is
bacon.
my
Like it's
thing. I love watching food. I love watching people eat food. But I want it a TikTok version. I don't need to
Oh, I
watch
see.
2 hours of a
it's
dude
yeah,
sitting and
yeah,
I
crying.
get it.
It's
Yeah,
yeah,
insane,
sitting
eh.
and crying.
yeah.
I mean,
I
that's what
already,
Nicocado does.
I
Eh.
know, singing pitying himself. I really think it's like yeah, Andrew says, the morbid curiosity. It's like watching a car crash, or like when
He
like
really
it's
cries,
very
eh.
yeah.
He
I
really
know
cries and like goes.
it's hard to look away because you're like
I never
watching.
wanted to understand him, eh. Pero then I saw yung mga memes na si Nicocado matabahan, he's like red in the face. And then there's like a reaction video na parang Nicocado's I'm afraid of Nicocado Avocado, and like this is this small Asian girl who's talagang crying. I was like,
Yeah,
eh.
yeah.
I see sa trend sa TikTok kasi I have to. Like kasi I'm writing a sketch about TikTok and
I love
it's
TikTok, man.
it's I feel like the pendulum is swaying the other way around na sa political correctness. Like sobra na yung pagiging pa-edgy ng mga tao kasi there was this sketch about like how boys act in Instagram. Oh, why are you bitches? Oh, paribasa babae. Why are you doing this? You're not men. And I'm like, ugh. Parang ano it's swinging the other way around na. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
it's
I
Everyone,
being,
I know
think
yeah,
everyone's doing
mm,
it for like reaction. I don't know.
oh yeah. It's
that is true though. I
toxic.
noticed that then the
Well,
the
no one
'90s
cares if you're
edginess is
like,
coming back.
Yeah, it kind of is. So that's
Yeah,
oh
why.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
it's
But
weird. I
that was
know.
purer because people were
Yeah, that was
dumber.
pure. This is just a copycat. This is yeah, it's like a
I don't
copycat
know what's
killer.
worse. Eh. I don't know what's
Yeah.
worse if you're just ignorant, 90s, the idiot,
Yeah, in the
or
'90s it
like
was out of pure ignorance, but
you're
now
winking.
It's
now
trolling.
it's yeah, now
Yeah,
it's
it's
trolling.
trolling.
Now it's just trying to
Yeah,
get a rise out of you.
yeah.
I think this is much worse. Like the assholishness nowadays with the
I want
edgy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want si Fred Durst to just be in his Batcave and he's doing this. I predicted this.
Yeah.
Because
That's why I love the new Lip Biscuit album. It's
it's
like
fun.
they
It's
stayed true.
self-aware.
It's
Yeah.
no, it's the same. It's the same
Yeah,
thing.
but I feel like there's a level of self-awareness to it.
Yeah.
He's always been self-aware. I've
Yeah,
always
yeah,
said
that's
this. It's si Kurt, siya yung siya yung Kurt Vonnegut of new metal.
Yeah, dude, listen, River, may isa sang skits. May skits si Fred. There's a chocolate starfish and hot dog flavored water. Na pinagtatawanan lang nila ni Ben Stiller yung pangalan ni DJ Lethal. Why is your name DJ? I'm gonna
I
slash
love the
your ass with a chick.
I love the Ben
Yeah.
Stiller's there. That's just the
Yes.
most random
I
person you
love
can
na
get.
Yes.
Ben
sabi mo,
Stiller.
I love na if you're watching Zoolander na si Billy Zane is like a name drop. And then as every year goes by, it makes less and less sense na parang, who the fuck is Billy Zane?
Yeah, who the fuck is Luis?
He
Siya yung
played the,
nasa
did he play the Phantom?
He played the
Phantom?
Phantom.
Oh my god.
Yeah. No, pero he's also yung bad guy sa Titanic. It was a big deal.
Oh
that.
right. What's he doing now? Is he alive?
He's doing yung third Zoolander movie. Just waiting for yung third Zoolander
Just
movie.
waiting for.
Man, the second was such a
Hey.
stretch part.
I never
No, I
watched.
love the
Zoolander.
second one. It was so. I thought it was great.
I never watched.
I
it.
love the si. I love the si Hanso cheated on yung kanyang polyamorous fuck group. Like. Anyway, I thought it was funny.
You want to talk about anime?
Yeah,
I'm watching.
yeah.
I just finished. There's this old manga in 1997 called "Sing
Grandma?
Yesterday
The
for
Joe?
Me."
Oh,
No,
sing
it's-
yesterday for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
"Sing Yesterday for Me."
Oh, I
And
watched that.
I just
It's a good-
finished. I just finished the Netflix adaptation, and it's good. I like.
It's good.
I like when I can't describe the genre of an anime because
Works
It's-
great
it's a
for a
rom-com.
podcast.
It's a rom-com.
yeah, I know it's great. It's perfect for. It's like it's a rom com, but not. It's not that funny. It has funny moments, and it's kind of slice of life. it's kind of depressing but also hopeful. It's like this. It feels the closest to like a capsule in time of like this moment like after graduating, where you look at your peers and how they're more successful than you, quote unquote, like through your perception, but then through their point of view, they're like, wow,
That guy's a
I've
loser.
like no, yeah, some of them do, but there's some that's like I've pressured myself into this career
Yeah.
trajectory just because I was afraid of failure, but I'm not even that happy. I just did this because I didn't want to fail. And then
Oh,
so it captures that moment because it's about this guy. He's a fresh, kind of a fresh graduate. It's been a year since his graduation. All his peers, the girl that he likes is a high school teacher, and his friend is like an engineer or whatever. But he's working at like a 7-Eleven, and he has because he doesn't know what he wants to do, and his hobby is photography. But he's like,
I
I'm
love
not good
that.
enough to make it a career. That's what he keeps saying. And then one day he bumps into this 18 to 19-year old girl named Haru who has a pet crow. And it's like, oh wow. And then when I
Ugh,
saw that, I was like, oh no, is she gonna be the manic pixie dream girl? It's gonna
what
bring
a
him out of his
hipster.
rut. But they flesh her out in a way where like it almost goes there, but it makes it so that she's her own character, and there's basically four protagonists as you go along with the story, and
Oh, that sounds
it's
interesting.
yeah, and it's set in the 90s, so there's no like social media because a lot of the problems honestly can be solved with social media with some of the plot points.
Naka-Eraserheads t-shirt by
Yeah.
That
I
sounds
mean
like ano.
he has a Sega Mega Drive in his room, so like I feel
Oh,
like
hell
that's
yeah.
I
yeah.
like
Hell yeah.
the way that you describe that anime. What's its name?
Sing Yesterday for me.
Sing yesterday from it reminds me of OG the Section Chief.
Oh.
Um, it's that anime about this guy who is like a really famous rock star, and then he
Mm,
becomes like a salary man, and then like these aliens had they came up into the spaceship to fight like other aliens with his rock. But like it's also like not it doesn't try to be like super edgy or
Yeah.
crazy sa fights. It's like it's got this underlying melancholy na parang is he really happy with his wife? There's this hot
Oh.
lady trying to get at him, pero like in the end he chooses yung wife niya, and then his wife is named yung alien is named Layla after yung
Feature
I,
movie.
Eric Clapton?
Eric Clapton song. It's got
Layla.
one
Ah.
of the
Yeah.
best openings, pero it's like I know what you're saying. It's like one of those things na it could push harder, but it doesn't go full anime. Na parang
Yeah.
it
Like
doesn't go Cowboy
as
Bebop live action. Na
yeah,
parang,
as I
oh,
was watching it, I was like, they can literally make this like a live action, like actual just people, and it
I
wouldn't
love
Yeah.
take
that
away
stuff.
from it.
Oh.
But I don't know.
Why do they keep doing that? Reviving things that cost a lot of budget.
I don't
Like,
know.
think
Yeah.
about it.
I really recommend that one because it I think for me when I was watching this I was actually thinking of Andren when you talked about Persona 4 Golden, where it's like it captured that moment in your life of like it's like a melancholic moment where it feels like you're fresh, where you're trying to find your purpose after like coming out of school,
Yeah.
like trying to understand what it's like to be successful as an adult, what it means to be an adult, all that stuff. Yeah, I really like that show, and I recommend it. It's kind of a slow burn, but
Yeah,
it's
I
good.
watched the first episode of it, and I think, parang, fuck, man, I'm at this level, but like I'm depressed. Like
Yeah,
I
exactly.
can't watch
No,
this. I
I'll
can't
okay.
watch
I'm
this.
not gonna spoil it, but it
Yeah.
has a good ending. It has a great, hopeful ending, and I like. It could have so easily been just a depressing shit show
Like
all the way through.
you
Does
remember
he end
when
the
me and
world?
Does he go into a shooting spree and he just loses it all?
like I
That
remember
doesn't happen.
me and Giselle
Purpose
Casey
of the
were
Golden.
such cynical assholes when you said Soul was a good movie. I haven't watched it yet, by the way. You
Oh,
started,
okay.
oh,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter about him. It matters about the generation he inspired. What about him? What about us?
No,
What about us?
I know
Yeah, so
I understand Kian and I felt bad then. Pero like told yung partner ko nga si Caris parang alam mo kasi we've been long distance. Alam mo I
Yeah.
saved Soul. I saved the last black man in San Francisco. I saved all of the black movies for you because I really want to watch all of the black stuff with you. I've saved yung Jordan Peele movies and that's
yeah.
I'm excited to watch Soul with her because I know that it's like
Yeah,
one of
you
those
guys gotta watch
Saturday
some
things.
and then report back to me and tell me how it made
Actually,
you
that
feel.
I
I'll
get so
watch.
mad,
I'll
but
watch
I
those.
think you didn't push hard enough. Just like Metroid Dread. All these people disappointing me.
Um,
Uh,
on the anime category, I watched this cute anime. It's called Sleepy Princess in
Oh
Demon Castle.
god,
I know that
it's
one. That was recommended to me too.
So basically, kasi
I
wait,
love that.
kasi the
I love
first
how different these are.
recommendation,
Wait, wait,
yeah,
wait,
the
wait,
first,
wait, wait now, wait now.
Yeah.
Can you imagine yourself now, Andren, time traveling back to your high school self and recommending these animes to you? He would punch you and say, "You're fucking making fun of me. These
dude,
are
Oh
he would
not
yeah.
call,
real
yeah,
titles."
sasabihin niya akong bakla. Sa totoo lang,
Yeah.
yung high school Andrew would call
Oh,
me gay.
sleepy, sleepy princess in the castle.
Like young Andrew with his fucking Metallica shirt and no friends. Kasi yeah, here, kasi yung unang anime na nirecommend sa akin is Trigatsu no Lion, which is about a depressed shogi player who has been abandoned by his parents, who goes to a foster family.
Wait,
And I'm like, I'm not gonna watch this for first. So yeah,
wait. It sounds like you Alan Moore jokes sa Simpsons. Parang, oh, Alan Moore, you wrote my favorite episodes of Radioactive Man. Oh, so you liked when I turned your favorite superhero into a heroin addicted jazz critic. So, depressed shogi player.
yes, na inabandon ng parents who lives with a foster family who is poor, and yung pinaka pangalan nilang ate is a hostess at a bar, and I'm like, oh my god, this
It's
is
a
a
lot.
lot, dude. That's a lot, dude.
It's a lot to say.
It's a
That
bit too
sounds like
So,
much.
that sounds like something you would overhear sa bus station.
yeah,
Like parang that's too real.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, that's. Go ahead. Yeah, I'll say something else after. But you go ahead.
So Sleepy Princess in Demon Castle is about yung sa mga RPG, the princess has been captured.
Yeah.
So the hero is gonna save her, classic that way. But this princess can't sleep dun sa dungeon niya. So in each in each in each episode, she escapes to build her ultimate bed. And what's funny is, like every time the episodes, her quest starts a Dragon Quest Super comes in. Na, oh, get 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 good tablecloths. So ang nakakatawa kasi na, yung mga monsters doon sa dungeon, lahat sila cute. So like they are blanket monsters. So ginawa niya, kumuha siya ng parang a demon scissors, tapos ginupit niya yung mga blanket monsters, tapos tinahi niya para maging takpan, para maging sapin doon sa bed niya.
Oh.
Tapos may isang rin mission na, get cotton for your new pillow. So may mga flying demon teddy bears sa isang episode. She just kills them and stuffs them in a pillow. It's cute and it's fun. It's fun. And in the end, the demon king who caught her, like parang na-enchant na sa kanya. So nung kinapture siya ng isa pang demon lord dun sa world nila, ni-rescue siya para ibalik dun sa castle niya. So it's fun, it's cute. It's so cute.
It kind of reminds me of in Hunter x Hunter the Chimera Ant arc where it's like
Sucks.
that girl that he was it's terrible horrible anime. There's this girl who's being kidnapped by Meruem and like they kind of form a bond. Is that what's happening? We're like
Yes.
is this Stockholm syndrome the anime? Is basically what I'm trying to say.
No, kasi what's funny, the comedy comes from the princess isn't your typical, oh, the hero will come for me. She is dead-faced, deadpan, and sobrang nonchalant. Like, yung situation siya, nung kinapture siya ng Demon King, he doesn't care that she got captured. What she cares about is the dungeon that they would put him in, like, uncomfortable yung sheets. So, you know,
That's funny.
that's funny.
That's funny. I've been reading Azumanga Daioh. So I
Oh,
bought like a
nice.
thick,
I love Asumanga Daioh.
I take a shit tapos I will read yung Azumanga Daioh na manga. And it's fun gag manga. Yun lang. It's like
You ever
cute
watch the
girls.
anime of Asumanga
No,
Daioh?
I watched yung anime with
So
yung ex ko
good.
that. It was very funny. I remember yung hot girl na quiet na parang very Komi-sama type. A quiet
Oh, yeah.
girl who's like
Mm.
parang intimidating.
She likes
Pero,
cats.
yeah, she just really wants yung cat to like her.
Yeah,
keeps
her
fighting
whole the character arc is making a cat like her. I love that.
Oh, fuck. Speaking of Komi-sama, I
Oh,
watched.
wait lang.
Yeah.
May comment lang. Um, hey, please help me find the English copies. I have a huge this thick na compilation na I bought for 100 pesos sa
What?
Shopee Baguio. It's a fucked
Wow.
up. I have like a couple of Berserk
It's a
mangas
fucked
din
up
dito.
sale. That's a great way to
Na
describe that.
100.
Yeah.
No, it's like some granny na parang didn't understand na parang,
She didn't know
oh,
what she had.
I'm taking
Dude, those.
advantage of you right now.
By the way, sa Berserk, did you guys got
It's
disappointed
around that.
nalaman yung may manga? Kasi I only watched the
Oh,
anime, the original one,
you didn't know
and
there was a manga?
I thought that's how it ended. Like Guts just got eaten by a fucking monster,
No, how
and
it
it
ends
just
is someone dies of natural causes.
like when I watched that, that's badass, dude. Like in high school, I was the dude. It ended unhappily. Edgy, pare. High five, good.
Oh,
I love
and then
that.
you saw yung mga sumunod na animations. Oh, this is how it actually ends. Pangit yung animation.
It's 3D. There's a cockroach. Wait.
Yeah. By the way, it was a hobby. Like, medyo nakarelate ako dun sa part dun sa kami when she got a new cell phone. Like, walang numbers ng friends niya. So all she did was play with ringtones and like
I used to.
yeah,
I love that. I
yeah,
haven't caught up yet.
yeah,
I'm only on
and
like
play games
episode
with it until
2.
she got the number of Tadano or whatever the
The boy.
protagonist's name.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
and
have a
like
question.
yeah,
I have a
good.
question. Would you actually want to be friends with someone like si Komi-sama, like in real life?
Yeah,
She
she's
was
hot.
hot,
Just
dude.
kidding. I said the same thing.
Walang kwenta. Men,
No, I'm
What?
joking. I'm
men,
joking.
men. Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
When
River,
I
I'm
was in
joking.
you're
high
such
I'm
a man
joking.
for
I'm
saying
joking.
that, and then you're
no, no,
I'm
when I
joking.
was in high school, when I was in high school, kasi I hung out with losers. It's nothing.
loser. But she's like,
That's-
I haven't met someone like that. Maybe I have, actually.
I have. I
No,
had a
she's pretty
classmate that
lang.
was
She's just pretty lang kasi. There are a lot of ugly people.
that don't
Who has-
sleep.
Yeah.
That's why.
There
That's why
was
they made an
exact-
anime about her because she's attractive.
No,
That's
you know,
why-
I mean ugly people who have anxiety disorder.
Yeah, I
like-
know.
yeah.
But
I
this.
think si Komi-sama is like the opposite of si Watamote. And I really like yung Watamote because it's fucked up.
Yeah, it is.
I
don't
love
know
na
that
yung
one.
whole arc of it is it's like this small squat girl who's like supposedly ugly and like kulang ng tulog and she can't talk to anyone at all.
Yeah.
And like the whole arc, like 12 episode arc is she's able to take like a step or something, right? Yun yung
Yeah, the ending, yeah.
yung ending,
Yeah,
she's
yeah,
almost
yeah.
able to take a step. It's
Fuck
actually really, if you're like, imagine yung BoJack episode na para anxiety episode. It's like
Yeah.
that, pero 12 episodes. And
And there's some,
funnier.
there's
I
some
don't know if I can
fucked up
take that.
there's some fucked up things in some those anime in where he was just being groped to subway
Oh,
station
no.
and she didn't want to
Yeah,
say
that was
anything.
fucked up.
That
Yeah,
was
no.
fucking fucked
Pero
up,
they
dude.
played it off na actually like terrifying
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
parang,
Yeah.
so it's well
Yeah, it's not funny. It was
Yeah,
meant
Yeah,
to be
supposed to
horrible.
be a traumatic.
Funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
like
yeah.
you
Jeez.
really get into her mindset and nakakaawa siya and
Yeah.
it's not like making fun of her just because of the anxiety.
Yeah.
I like her as a character. Ganun.
What
Like,
I'm
if
on
you've
this
ever had like an anxiety, it's good.
It's very realistic. Yeah. Plus, ang realistic din sa Komi-san is like when she put like she was pretending to talk to Dano, pero hindi niya alam may feature pala yung phone. Na when you put it in your face, katatawagin niya
It
talaga.
automatically goes.
Yes. Ah! It's going to show. And she fucking
I like
I
yung
gotta
design ni
catch up.
Komi-sama, mukha siyang pusa.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait,
They do
it's
play
that,
that a lot where she turns
yeah.
into cat mode.
I just love yung dad niya who doesn't talk.
She reminds me so much of for some reason Detective Conan. Like the art style reminds me so much of Detective
No,
Conan.
it looks like yung girlfriend ni Detective Conan.
It looks like
pula
Rams
yung
from
apa.
Detective Conan.
Yes, you're
Yeah,
right.
yung may isang point. Yeah, exactly.
And kasi she also wears yung stockings, the same
Yeah.
kind of stockings. Ganun. Yeah, ganun. I'm gonna get into it again.
I gotta
like
catch up.
Is there like gonna
I-
be an anime na baliktad naman? It's yung lalaki yung nambubuli sa babae and it's cute.
That's gonna be hard, dude.
Yeah,
Kasi
that's
they've
hard
done,
to sell.
they've done, there's so
Yeah.
many like yung Naga-san and Takagi-san. Na like, it's like the girls
Oh,
bullying
wait.
guys.
May tama yung yung Master Teaser Takagi-san. Yeah, like
Yeah, that's
May
great.
isang-
No, that was a great recommendation sa na nirecommend mo sa akin. It's like, oh, this is fun anime.
yeah. One more anime that I watched, pero medyo disappoint ako dahil sa ecchi scenes. It's called Miroku-chan, I think.
Is that the one with the
Parang di naman.
monsters? The one with the
Yes, yes. It
she
started so
ignores.
good. It started so good, but I don't know why they keep putting in ecchi scenes na wala namang kinalaman sa plot.
Apparently, it's in the
Literally,
manga. It's weird.
I don't know. Pero
What's
there are
edgy
good.
scenes? Mga naked scenes? Parang
It
ganon?
half
No, no,
naked
like
scenes. It's
yeah,
like suggestive. Yeah.
like her putting on her panties na wala namang kinalaman sa story. Like
No, she
I
had to
know.
yeah,
put on her panties because you're
Yeah, but
not gonna
it's
fight
one thing to show a character put on
I know.
panties as a real, but if they frame it in a way that's
yeah, they
supposed to be
fucking,
seductive, it's
it's
took it away. Yeah,
but it's so good in a way that there's this part she sees ghosts, right? And you
yeah.
guys are never gonna watch it, so I'll
No, I'm
spoil
gonna
it.
watch. I was gonna watch it.
Oh,
I was
okay,
planning
you're
to
gonna
watch
watch
it.
it.
Yeah,
Okay, it's good. It's the non-edgy scenes are good. It's few
it
lang
kind of
naman.
reminds.
Yeah.
It
Go, go,
reminds me
River.
of I tried to get into fuck, what was it called? Fire Force. I almost
Fire
said Fire
Force.
Squad.
Oh, like I
Because
was yeah.
I relate so much to the main character because when I have
You're
this
a
thing with
nun
my
who's
face
hot.
when yeah I set my family on fire. Well,
Yeah.
when I get nervous I smile like when I'm like I smile. It's like just a thing that happens to my face. And the main character that happens to him. So when he actually burned his house down, he was smiling, but it's because he was scared. And then
Mm.
like everyone calls him like the smiling demon, blah blah blah. So I really like identified with the main character. I thought I was gonna love it. The writing is really sharp. It's really well animated. I mean, there's a lot of fire, so it has to be well animated. But there's just these random like fan servicey scenes that
Yes,
like that
that's what
took me
turned me
away.
off. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like there's this part where like his hand slips through this girl who only wears a bra for some reason. I don't know why. She only wears like a
It's
bikini top.
Japan, dude.
And it's like it's because it's hot. It's hot. They're
It's hot.
firefighters.
It's hot.
Yeah, but no.
Firefighter.
Why would she wear? Why is she the only one? Why doesn't she wear? And she has like cat ears made of fire. I don't know. It's
Because
just
she has a free spirit.
yeah.
That's
She's
always
just
people.
that. And there's this scene where like his hand actually slips under the bikini top. It's like, oh no, you're groping me. And it's like I'm just. What happened to the part where there's a nun whose entire convent burned on fire? Like that was genuinely like a
I want River to do accessibility options on Netflix. Yung
yeah.
para for blind people. Oh no, you're groping
Oh,
me.
oh, she says. But yeah, like there have been moments where I'd watch an anime and that like it takes me out of the experience. I don't know.
It's the jank. It's the anime jank. It's the floating car.
It's like
It takes
exactly.
yeah.
They get the good. That's a great way to bring it back to Cyberpunk and New Vegas. There's the heart that's there that you want to like get to know more, but then there are these moments that just pull you away.
That's what I felt about yung um Dragon Maid anime and I really like.
Yeah.
Pero it's also
Oh, yeah.
like if I recommend it to people, parang yeah, there's this weird thing na parang yung yaya niya is
A
groping
big
this
boobed lady.
No, a
kid
weird part that
almost.
yung kid dragon, tas yung isa pang kaibigan niya na bata, like, ugh, I'm not gonna watch this
Oh,
anymore.
like they're like
It's
1,000 years old, but they look like
Yeah.
children. Like
No, I
yeah.
don't think. Hindi, kasi I watched it with Sikaris and it's funny naman. There's like yung weird stuff nga na
Hindi, it's a
yung
season
yaya.
It
two.
looks really well
I
animated.
haven't
There's
watched
like
it
there's like
season
fight
two
Yung
yet.
season
scenes.
2, dude, it goes like weird
There's
places
weird.
now.
Did they do
Okay.
stuff kay Kana? I don't want them to
No,
fucking
no, no.
sexualize
They have this new character in season 2, which is a big boobed 5-year-old girl. Like, oh my god.
Oh God!
Dude, I'm not joking. I'm not joking. I'm not joking.
Okay, yeah.
Kasi I kind of like
Jesus.
that in the first season, it's like different kinds of people na
Yeah,
parang
Yeah.
Yung
si
neat dragon.
Kobayashi is
Uh,
the lady is like asexual and then yung ganon, and then it's like I can see past all the weird shit and it's like this funny thing. Pero then they have to sell toys and shit. And then you describe some 5-year-old
Dude,
with
Is
huge
this
boobs.
Star Wars and the Ewoks? Oh, we
Don't
gotta
look
sell
at me.
toys.
yun talaga yung design. Eh. Pero
I know.
Kyoto
What-
Animation, man.
Ah,
Kyoto Animation, the guys who...
what's
Wait,
that? What's that anime with like the short big boobed girl with a
Oh, with the tooth, with the
and
flesh
then
tooth and the gray
fang tooth,
hair. I don't know.
carved
Yeah, yeah.
I
out
heard
edge.
I
Is
heard
that
that was
good
good.
ba?
I heard
I
it's
mean, is
good.
that an actually good anime?
I hear it's an actually good anime, and I don't think they
Sugoi-chan,
sexualize it too
ano
much.
yun?
I forgot what it was called. It but what's an anime like? Despite that, you still like finished it and loved it. Because for me, there's this anime called No Game No Life. Like I genuinely love that
Isn't that
anime, but
famous?
there's these but there's this like it has like ancestral undertones that
Yeah,
between but they're step siblings, but it's gross.
which
But I
makes it
can't,
okay.
It
which
makes it
makes it
okay,
legal.
River. It makes
Yeah,
it
but
okay.
like I can't help but love the anime because it's so smartly written. Like, because prior to that, I just finished Death Note, and I'm like, wow, this is. It kind of lost me in the end, but it was still a well written, like very intelligent show. I don't know if anything can
Yeah,
top that.
I'll
Like
give you
No
one.
Game
I
No Life.
I'll be
I'll
honest
top
then.
you. Uh,
Yeah, you'll
I
top.
have I have this one then, medyo weird kasi this anime called Grand Blue.
Oh yeah, I
It's
know
a
that one. Yeah.
yeah. Pero yung mga kalab team, they're half cousins.
Oh god.
So which is kind of weird. But that's not the focus of the show. It's
Pero siya, half cousin sila at half magkapatid, so it's okay.
no, no, but that's not the focus of the show. Yung love story.
Yeah.
It's the comedy. So
Uh,
like, it's
Okay,
basically
so the
I I
incest is
wa-
funny.
I watched I watched and cried at this. Binili ko pa sa two rats to dati na anime.
him
Like
cried.
CBC.
Yung may ate, yung
No,
magkapatid.
I watched and cried at
And
like this anime. Na it's this guy. The lahat ng pets niya they come back as hot girls. So it's a harem anime. So like
that's fine.
every
That's fine.
no, but like it's just funny to me na parang wow hamster niya to this fucking hot girl. No, and they all love him because he was such a good owner. But like somehow they all still died. Why would you fucking love yung owner mo who was negligent somehow? Oh, it's my fault that I was walking down the street and I got hit by a car. Like, no, that guy left the fucking door open. Anyway, but like that's my thing with like anime. It's like if I get into it, it doesn't matter how shitty it is. It's like oh, it's
Really.
whatever. No,
I
I
mean,
get
that's me with
emotional
video
because it's
games,
like
but
I get emotional because there's like I think oh there are like 50 people who worked on this and they all pooled all of their resources and their
yeah.
power and their talent to make this shitty thing. And it's just shitty, but it's beautiful.
I mean, that's me with most games. This is someone's passion project. But like it's. eh.
Can you say
I
that
mean,
about
what
The
about me and
Sims?
my time? Why do I gotta waste it on stuff I don't enjoy? Anyway,
Well, you love Dragon Quest. I don't think you
I do
played
love Dragon. No, I
What's the
mean
thing
no.
that
Moonlighter. I enjoyed it initially, but
uh,
then it came to a point where I didn't enjoy it anymore. And
that's the
I
Stockholm syndrome of games, you know.
I forced myself
Yeah,
not to finish it. I had to tell myself, you know what, River, you don't have to finish every game. You know, if you're not enjoying yourself, what's the point? So like, I moved on to another game, and
yeah,
I haven't looked back since.
that's with me sa Ghost of Tsushima with like yung 50th tracking mission. You know what? It's fine. Maganda yung combat. Maganda yung graphics.
Mm.
Story's fine.
Have
It's
you
okay.
finished any of the games recently na ano? Like Tales of Arise and
Hindi kasi that's
Valhalla.
different. I'm a psychopath. Gusto ko yung platinum kasi Aris. So
Okay.
I could have.
That's fair.
I'm still, yeah, like
So you want to pace
nung
yourself?
bago, like I played an hour of Aris just to grind to get my levels up, and I
That's
played
fine.
Cyberpunk the whole day.
That's what I do. Like it's weird. I make Dragon Quest like a chore, like a separate chore that I have to do. So like I wash
No,
the
but I'm
plates.
enjoying
I
Aris.
gotta no, I'm enjoying it too. A chore in a good way. Where like I wash the. It's like in my schedule too. Like I wash the plates. I cook breakfast. I gotta grind for like 30
That's
minutes.
your Animal Crossing in your
That's my. It's
chores.
my. I jump in and out every 30 minutes or whatever just to grind a little bit, beat the boss, move on a little bit. And then I put the game down. It's like, okay, I'm gonna play the real game that I'm playing. Like I don't even see Dragon Quest as a game anymore. It's just a part of my life, and it's kind of sad.
You better get a fucking
It's just
DQ tattoo. People are gonna ask, you really like ice cream, no?
Wow, you really like smiley poop that's blue. And it's like, dude, there's the Dragon Quest slime. You don't
Speaking
get
of,
it.
I think I'm gonna get a new tattoo na next week. Nakipag-usap na ako sa. His
Oh,
name
that's
is
fucking
Picasso.
awesome.
What are you gonna get?
It's a skeleton of a blue whale. May
Oh,
meaning din,
that's
pero it's gay.
Nah, it's fine.
It's
You,
fine.
you can elaborate on it when you
Ang
have
ganda ko yung meaning is I really like whale skeletons.
it.
Maganda yun sa tattoos, no? What does this watermelon mean? I like
I
watermelon.
fucking love watermelon, man. I can't. What else am I gonna say?
Actually, you guys are Rama one half tattoo. One half. What does that mean? Never take things like never do things
Half-assed.
half-assed.
Like, yeah,
No, I just like
no,
grandma
it's-
one half.
Fucking, I love redheads that also are also guys.
Yeah. One more thing, by the way,
Yeah.
sa anime section, anime manga section natin. I read the latest issue of Record of Ragnarok, and
Oh.
they're hinting a fight.
Sari-san?
No, between Beelzebub, who is like yung
Yeah, the
creator.
demon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the demon, parang yung
It's like the Demon
second in
King.
second
Yeah, yeah,
in command is Satan, who
He's
made
like
all
an
of these.
Archduke of Hell. Ganun.
Yeah,
yeah.
who
Basically,
made
yeah,
all of these torture devices versus Tesla. See, like, who made all of these inventions for good. So
yeah.
I'm interested in this
I
one.
love how they're making Tesla like this,
Fucking
like
get T
savior.
Tesla to fight.
Yeah,
But he
Ganun.
was
I'm thinking like he's gonna be an Iron Man type
I have a
versus like
question. I have a question. Do they ever mention yung that si Tesla is in love with like a pigeon,
with his
like in real
pigeon.
life?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in love with his pigeon. Is he like? Does he have like a pigeon?
Does he have a pigeon friend?
No, he has this suit like that's kind of like Iron Man.
Is there anything bird related?
Okay.
There's nothing to.
It's,
There's no hint of a bird or any
no,
bird
it's just
thing.
dumb. Yo, dude,
He's
it's
just
just
Iron
dumb.
Man. He's just
Like, doon naglaban si Jack the Ripper to si fucking Hercules. Nandun si Jesus sa audience and they said, man, napaka-malicious ng human beings. I'm like, yes, I like this manga. I love this manga so
I'm
much.
so excited for you sa Cyberpunk when you get some
Oh,
crucifixion thing. I like
Dude,
when I was watching that, parang this is such an Andren thing. And I think he'd love it.
So,
I
yun
can't
lang.
wait for you to get to the crucifixion
Hey,
thing
River.
in Fallout New Vegas.
River,
What?
we have
Yeah.
time.
There's more
Yeah.
than one crucifixion. in
Yeah,
video
there's
games?
crucifixion in Fallout New Vegas. Whoa.
Read Record of Ragnarok. You're
Yeah.
gonna like it.
I think I'll check out.
Check it out.
I might check out the anime. If not,
It's,
I might read
the
the
anime's
manga. We'll
trash.
see. Okay, good. Good to know.
Yeah. Dude, just like there's Zeus versus Adam.
Why?
That's pretty poetic though, cause like yeah, like Zeus like the god of gods, and then Adam like the first man.
Dude, it's sobrang angas. Kasi they have this database of all the humans that has ever been born. Tapos yung reveal ng next competitor, one. Sahit yung one, which is the first human. Which is Adam. Like, shit, I'm badass to the man.
That's cool.
That-
like
That's
that.
yeah.
0-1.
Yeah.
Also, if they ever do like 0-4, it'd be like si Cain and Abel. 0-4, 0-5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, yeah.
Oh,
And
so
nandun-
okay.
And nandun si Nostradamus, where they made him a lolly. So
Wait,
good!
what?
It's
Wait,
so good!
I gotta look up the design of this now.
Record of
Nostradamus sila yun.
Ragnarok. No.
Oh God,
Nostradamus.
record. I'm also looking it up.
Michelle Nostradamus. So like Michelle.
Okay, I see. He's just this little boy.
Wait, why is he a boy? Is he a girl?
Yeah, who knows?
He's just a dandy little
How is
boy
that?
who wants
Ano?
berries and cream.
That's
That's what he
interesting.
looks like.
So, that's interesting.
He's
Na,
doing,
ano.
he's doing the cute cheek thing. He's
Kasi
doing
you think
that.
Nostradamus, you think like long beard. Eh.
That's
Yeah.
why they animate the fuck out of everyone.
I want to
No,
check
yeah.
out si Jesus dito. They always do good Jesus sa anime.
Yeah, I noticed that too. They respect the man. I can respect that.
Why does Jesus have cat ears? May cat ears si Jesus sa Hindi, I think this is fan art.
He just looks like actual Jesus. I'm looking at it right now.
But
Yeah,
yeah, mukha lang ganun.
Anyway,
Yeah.
That's
I
been
forgot
the
what I
show.
was gonna say.
Yeah.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
Last thoughts.
I was gonna say like yeah. Go ahead.
The last
thought.
topics from each of us. Oh, you're
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, because both of you guys have tattoos, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because I haven't gotten one yet, but I'm thinking as soon as, like tattoos are tattoo parlors open again?
Yeah.
Because COVID's
Yeah.
going down.
I
Okay,
have
because
friends on it, but
I'm torn because I love too many things, and when you mentioned Dragon Quest, I haven't considered Dragon Quest as a tattoo yet, but like that's a pretty good one because I was either like Legend of Zelda, everyone does that, so oh it's the Triforce,
Oh.
whatever.
here, in my tattoo,
Yeah.
it kasi Ranma 1.5. Again, may meaning yung tattoos, as
Yeah.
stupid as it sounds. Like Ranma was there when I was a kid,
Mm.
when I was in high school, when I was in college,
that's okay.
like in different
good.
parts of my life.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
it was always it.
Fucking,
That's
I
why-
only Dragon Quest was there for 1 year because I binged all the games during lockdown.
I think
Well,
to make it
That's
worthwhile,
something, man.
make it something mean to you. Yeah, to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
To me. Yeah.
As stupid as that sounds.
Get
No,
yung,
dude, that's nice.
yung Triforce as a tramp stamp.
Yeah, right
Yeah.
right in the lower part of
Cornhole.
my
Yeah.
You
Okay.
gotta pull the master sword out of my
And
butthole.
you know what? Like as a tattoo person, tattoo mid pro, whatever. Me and my friend Marsh, ito yung perfect advice ni Marge, who has a lot of tattoos. Never get a tattoo that you will tire of explaining to someone.
Oh, you have
So
to.
if
Okay,
it's
that's
like
a
if
great
it's
one. Yeah,
yeah, para if it's just enough na explanation. Para why do you
like
just
I'm
why do
always
you have
excited.
pancake tattoos? I like pancakes. My dad cooked pancakes. Yeah.
Mm.
Pero like this one tattoo was kind of like a mistake. Like Giselle, bakit ka meron tattoo of like a ugly looking skull and then news? Like, oh, that's like actually like it means death is everywhere pero mali yung pagkakasunod ng north, south, east, and west kasi maliit.
Can I see? Can I see? Where is that?
Okay. This was actually supposed to be a key. And then tinatattoo siya ng friends ko. We were having like a tattoo party. Tapos nagkamali siya. Tapos sabi niya, ayoko nang gawin. And then, what the fuck? Ba't mo tinigas sa gitna ng pagtatattoo? Tama mali yung east and west.
Oh my God, you're right. And
So
northeast.
it's actually
But
like,
that's a funny story though.
oh
You
yeah.
know what? It has a funny, I don't know,
It's actually
story.
like pinadesign ko na kay Apple Santa Maria. Habang
Mm.
like, let's just do this. Like, I was such a dumb, like, bakit news? Ano ibig sabihin ng news, Josel?
I mean, because I have some ideas like, oh, it's I was thinking of getting in Okami the main weapon that you have. It's not a sword. It's not like a thingy.
Paintbrush, right?
It's a shield. It's a shield,
Oh,
like a green
Ayun,
shield on the back that's flaming. I was thinking of getting that, but I don't know how to like describe it or I don't know. This
just be mindful na people could say na parang, oh, you really like Naruto.
you really
Kasi
like
it's like
green flaming meatballs or something
it's
like
the
I don't know. It's
eyes
like
ng Naruto, di ba?
that's true. Yeah, yeah. Like
Yun
the
yung,
red thingy. Yeah, that's why I like it.
yeah, and consider if you get a medical job, like you shouldn't get a tattoo.
if you're
Dude, I
gonna
gotta.
become like a nurse,
Yeah,
Dude, I gotta get the freaking Xbox logo on my forehead, man.
like Gucci
have-
Mane, like fucking
I,
Gucci Mane has an ice cream tattooed in his face.
I gotta get.
I have a funny story. Parang yung friend ko who's like, nag-catch up kami ng friend who's like a nurse. Tapos, like, kinakwento ko yung ginagawa ko for my parents. Parang, wow, parang a nurse. Tapos, he was showing me, he was doing sculpting, and it's really good sculpting. Like, he did si Hollow Knight, he did
Cool.
Charmander, and like, it lights up and shit. Tapos parang, wow, like, it's just funny na parang, ako yung artist, and I'm doing like nurse stuff.
Nurse
And
stuff,
like,
and he's the nurse.
he's like the nurse in Australia. Parang, I have a hobby, ganun. And it's really good. It's funny.
Just goes to show. That's it. I should get a Nintendo Switch tattoo where like it's one side of the Joy-Con is here and the other
No.
one's here, and I say
No.
click when I
We
do
will-
like that.
We will
You do
need
you do
to-
the snapping
I
sound.
go, tsh.
I want na yung next podcast, meron na lang giant X dito sa gitna.
Dude,
I'm a
like,
fucking,
yeah,
I love
next,
the Xbox.
next week I'm covered in a shit ton of tattoos.
Dude, fucking get a tattoo of Reggie Fils-Aimé, pal.
Oh, dude, yeah,
Oh my
I gotta,
God.
dude, I'm gonna get tattooed since my body is ready on my chest, dude.
You know what? Nag-post ako sa Facebook kanina ng stat na parang I'm ascended. And I was supposed
Oh,
to
yeah.
follow it up with like a picture of your Xbox. Pero like I just forgot. So, like,
So it
what the
just
fuck did
says-
you ascend to? It's just so okay. It's like, no, I just got your Xbox ko. I did some chores.
That's funny. Alright, I think that's about
Okay.
it.
That's pretty good.
Ako rin. One quick thing lang.
Go ahead.
I'm not sure ko sa twice si Momo in-interview siya. And
Okay.
sinabi niya, why do you keep on still becoming an artist? You know, like yung hectic na yung schedules, diba, ng mga K-pop idols, to eat delicious food. And yan lang yung answer niya sa lahat kasi medyo strict yung diets sa K-pop. And I would
That's
like
true,
to
yeah.
think that that's a fuck him. You know,
That's
I
a
think
good.
that,
I mean, yeah, whatever keeps her going, you know, because I know that's a
think
hard life.
You can eat a good meal every day if you like exercise naman. And
Yeah.
I think they do a
Yeah,
lot
exercise.
of that exercise.
Depends on the body type too, because some bodies like retain fat longer than others. So I don't know. I mean,
Pero
yeah,
like, may magandang advice dun sa sa YouTube stuff that I follow. Is like, you could You have to change your mindset mo na parang like different body types. You can get yung goals mo if you
Her
try
body
hard
type
enough.
yung mataas yung
Pero just,
metabolism niya kasi
yeah.
she's the main dancer of choice. She's the best
Oh,
dancer.
okay.
So, yun lang, twice. How about you, Giselle?
I like jump roping. I guess just been doing jump rope, and then
Yeah, that's sick.
wait, what was the
Like my favorite.
question? I forgot.
Last
Nothing.
topic.
Just
Last
last
topic.
topic before
Oh,
we
okay,
go.
that's stuff. I like jump roping, and then I've just been playing. Oh, yeah, I was telling sa nephew ko, and then I said, no, my Xbox just came, and then sabi, oh, the Xbox is old. So, what do you mean it's old? It's like kasabay to ng PS5. It's old. And then sabi ko, okay, if it's old, then we're not gonna play Halo anymore. It's like, oh, I didn't say that I'm not interested in Halo. No, it sounds like you're not interested. And it's like, fine, the Xbox is not old. Because he's like, I think in his head, he's like, we have a PS4, so we love the PS4 and not the
Oh,
Xbox.
okay. I
It's
used
so
to be like
easy.
that, but I don't know. It's about the games for me at the end of the day, I guess. So
I already explained to him, parang, it's a good thing that I have an Xbox and you have a PS5, so we have more games. It's like,
You should have
we're
said.
not
You
just
should have
sharing.
said. You should have said, Giselle, I'm old, pero I rule. Ay,
That's,
yeah.
no, it's
I'm-
where I was more upset na parang, no, the Series S is the next gen. The
Yeah,
PS4 is
you
old.
just
You're
you
frustrated,
devolve into
You're
a child.
wrong.
You actually your nephew. Actually the Xbox is
Yeah.
newer, even though it's called
Actually,
Xbox.
Series X to, okay, bago to. I wouldn't buy something old, except if it was retro.
Yeah, uh,
Yun lang.
So,
yeah, that's a good episode. Anything else? We good?
I got nothing to plug.
Magpa-Forza na or mag-Halo.
Yeah. You want to try Halo? We can play Halo later. Just
Ah,
say.
that's right. Halo.
Alright.
You want to get in on a Discord call, Andren, like hear us
Ah,
yell at
no.
each other?
Nah.
See
What are you
what
gonna play, Andren? You gonna play?
Cyberpunk.
You gonna play Cyberpunk?
It's here.
Hell yeah.
It's here. It's actually.
It's
paused.
already on.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
already.
you just paused it. Fair enough.
Really cool. Ito tama, River Look what would finish
Nice.
downloading.
Oh hell yeah! Wait, did you play the first one though?
I played it when it was on the PS2 dati.
Okay,
I
fair
have
enough.
good
All right,
memory
and
of it.
there's a catch up anyway. Just checking so that your
It's
experience
just
doesn't get spoiled.
It's just parang, Tim Schafer thanked his company by making
Yeah.
unsellable games.
Tim Schafer overpromised and he couldn't
I
reach
feel
the
bad.
quota.
I love these games.
I know.
If ever marinig, this guy. This
I'm
fucking
actually
asshole.
a big. No, it's weird because I like. You ever like separate the work from the creator?
Oh,
yeah,
good,
like,
good night na. Good night na.
Anyway, bye.
Mag-Discord na lang tayo. Sige,
Yeah,
good
yeah.
night.
Wait, I gotta jump into a different laptop.